pussy, I don't want to hear it. When I start selling pussy, I don't want to hear nobody say shit. When you see me on the corner, bitch, mind your business. Hide the money off, there's poor people around. With your broke ass.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Why do you FBA niggas hate me so much? Why are you so divisive? I thought you were my brother, man. Why do you call me a tether? Because I fled from the motherland. I cry, I whine, I cry to you niggas. I cry.
What it do, baby?
I cry to you niggas. I cry, I whine, I cry to you niggas. I cry, I whine, I cry to you niggas. Tears fall from my eyes like a gentle touch. Why do you FBA niggas hate me so much? Why do you call me a scammer and you point out my scandals? You niggas make fun of my flip-flops and you make fun of my sandals. I cry, I whine, I cry to you niggas. I cry, I whine, I cry to you niggas. I cry, I whine, I cry to you niggas. I cry, I whine, I cry to you niggas. You said I fled my homeland on a boat or an airline. You say that I work for Postmates and you make fun of my hairline. I cry, I whine, I cry to you niggas. I cry to you niggas. I cry, I whine, I cry to you niggas. I cry, I whine, I cry to you niggas.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
Check. Mic check. Let me see salute in the chat to make sure you guys can in fact hear me. Let me see the salute emoji in the chat to ensure Commander Cooper's words are not being lost. Theodore Cooper is standing by.
You ain't got no job, man.
Oh, man. We made it to a Tuesday. Mrs. Locks and Smile says,
Burgers.
let me see the salute emoji in the chat to make sure that you guys can actually hear me. That's correct, Mike. Let me see the salute emoji in the chat. DeMarco, I see you. DeMarco says, Thomas Dawson, I see you. Vanessa Paramore.
What it do, baby?
Oh, man. I'll be honest, all right?
I pay for the plus okay.
Let's see. Daniel, I see you. Let's see. Vanessa Paramore, I see you. Nate House, I see you. Ajay, I see. 80 Blackman, I see you.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Earl, I see you. What's going on, Sheila?
What it do, baby?
Pinball player, I see you. Salute to all my CDL guys in the chat. Marlon Moore, I see you. Salute to Mona D. Day one sub. Let's see. MRL, I see you. Big Natty, I see you. Who else in the building? CIP, I see you, bro.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Should be saying that on my ringtone, bro.
I pay for the plus okay.
Marlon Moore. That's so stupid. Let's see, who else I'm missing, man? Alexander X, I see you. Uncle Diggity, go get your phone, Uncle Diggity. Go get your other phone. Earl says, what it do? What you got, Earl? What's cracking, bro? Let's see, Daniel, I see you top of the morning, bro.
Top of the morning, governor.
That's right. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
Keem, I see you. Starlet Chambers.
What it do, baby?
Salute to you, Starlet. Starlet Chambers always holding us down in the chat. Let's see. MK1980, I see you. Big Odie, I see you. Let's see, man. Let's get right to it. Hit the like button for your boy Coop.
Come on, you motherfucker.
We made it here on a Tuesday, I believe. Excuse me. It is a Tuesday, and we back. I did not want to stream today,
Access denied.
but I said, let me get off my bum and do something for the squad. I know y'all need something to listen to while y'all at the job. So the Baker man, he said, salute Coop in the squad. Salute, Baker man.
General, I salute you.
Listen, Uncle Diggy says headed home now, bro. I see it. I love Uncle Diggy's other phone, man. Salute to you, bro. Let's see. Let me see those locations in the chat. I need to see locations in the chat. Your boy Theo broadcasting live from Detroit. It's 72 degrees already, bro.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Finally started to warm up in this piece. I need to see locations in the chat.
Thanks for the
Pinball
tip.
player, if you in the semi, I need to know what city and state you in. I need to see what highway you on, bro. They call it call. What they call this shit? I forgot, man. Check call. I need a check call. I need to see your location, bro. Earl says, thanks for the podcast this morning. Thank you, Earl. I'd rather be, thank you, or I'd rather be in bed right now. Let me see locations in the chat. Locations in the chat. Let's go. Let's see. It's Tuesday. Let's get it, man. I gotta bring some energy around here. Let's go.
It's good!
I need to see locations in the chat, bro. King TC says, God bless the Coop and the Do Better Squad. Salute to you, bro. OG Biggie says, East Side of Detroit. You already know, bro.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with
Jay
me.
from Cali says, how's your first grade? Who? We gonna talk about that. We can talk about that too. Hidden Jim says, Dallas, Texas.
Now what y'all know about them Texas boys?
Let's see, Brian says, DC in the building. Salute to Chocolate City, man. We got Cincinnati in the building. I see you, Big Natty. Let's see, the homie Pooh Man's on the east side of Detroit. Let's see. I'm in Detroit, Michigan, says Marlon. Well, salute to you, bro.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
We got Chicago in the house. Marlon Moore is up in the D, man. Salute to MK1980. He says North Georgia.
Georgia.
We got Portland, Oregon in the building. I see you, Vanessa.
Rip City, I'm from the Rip City. Rip City, Rip City, I'm from the Rip City.
I see you, G Honda. We got North Carolina in the building. Salute to homie Daniel. We got London, England in the house. Salute to Amon says Queens, New York City. Let's see. Who else we got? We got True Blue says 50 degrees in California. Salute to all my Cali people, by the way. OB says Jersey. Chad says Houston, Texas, H-Town.
Now what y'all know about them Texas boys?
We got Sacramento. I see you, Alex. 80 says Washington, D.C. I got you, bro, right here. Daryl Welch says Columbus in at 9:30. Salute to you, Daryl. We got Columbus, Ohio in the building. Mom says east side of Detroit. Yes, so that's 72 degrees. Salute to you. Salute to you, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Salute to all my Detroit people. Salute to the real Leonard Washington. I see you, bro. We got Harrisburg, PA. I already know that's Big Odie. CIP says Sebas, Ohio. Salute to the double O, man. Thomas says Dorchester, Massachusetts. Prince Bud said at the job at Denver Airport. How we doing? Let's see. We got Sheila, day one, West Side Chicago. So tell me, Nate House, this Calgary reporting in. Salute to all the Canadians, all the people that are north of the wall. Salute to you, bro. We got Baltimore in the building. I see you, DeMarco. Hold me down, DeMarco.
Bitch, I'm from Baltimore. You say you was, I never seen you. What part you on? I got some family on the Alameda.
Lewis Cummins says ATL. Salute to all my Atlantans, my ATLians.
Welcome to Atlanta where the players play and we ride on them things like every day.
We got Aaron holding us down north of the wall as well.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here.
So what's going on, Lord? Kathy says Alabama, roll tide.
Roll tide.
Let's see. King T says Detroit in the building. Man, we deep in Detroit, man. Salute to all my Detroit people in the chat.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
It's too early to be that aggressive. Salute to King says Bowie, Maryland. Hit the like button for your boy Coop. Hit the like button. Get the likes
Come
up.
on, you motherfucker.
Let's see. Who's that? Carmigale.
What it do, baby? Hold my fucking hand.
Oh, man, let's see. Jonathan says, I love that Canada drop. Morning squad. Salute to you, man. It's the Neo. I see you, Neo. I see you, Neo, watching us all the way from South Africa. Salute to you, Neo. Let's see. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. We got some content we need to go over. Somebody keeps talking. Somebody said in the chat this. We might have to get to the bottom of this. I wasn't planning on talking about it, but somebody said it in the chat. And, yeah, I think it's just kind of funny. Y'all see that going? People talking about discussing that online. The 100 gorillas. No. Excuse me, not 100 gorillas. That should be fucking overkill. The 100 man versus the the 100 man versus the gorillas. Y'all see that shit?
Bang! It's
Somebody was
good.
spamming it in the chat a second ago. Salute to Infamous One. He says Dallas, Texas. Let's see. Salute to Steelers Nation. Says Cleveland, Ohio. Salute, man. Salute to the land, bro.
Cleveland! This is for you!
Oh, man, let's get into it. Let me grab the super chats real quick. Let me know what y'all think about that. We might have to put that on the poll. We might have to sideline a whole discussion to talk about 100 gorillas. Excuse me, I keep trying to make it 100 gorillas. One gorilla versus 100 men. I don't know why I'm struggling with that. Let's see. Let me grab the super chats real quick, and we get right to the nonsense. Let me know in the chat what y'all think. So from Downtown 296 with the $10 super chat. He says, and a banana cognac, biatch, and a banana cognac. Salute to you, bro. So we had a banana cognac. Let's see. MRL says what, bro? Gorillas what? No. Oh, what says MRL? Okay, MRL. So this is a thing that's been going on viral. Salute to you from Downtown with the $10 super chat. Here's the thing, MRL, if you missed it or anybody else. They're talking about, it's just like some made up shit. Could 100 men take on one gorilla? Could 100 men kill one gorilla? So you have 100 grown-ass men versus one gorilla. And this has been a debate that's been going on for several days now on the internet. Could one man...
Thanks for the tip.
Excuse me, could... This nigga backing up his truck. I'm sorry, y'all can't hear him. I hope y'all can. This shit loud as hell. Could one gorilla be stopped by 100 men? That's what people would talk about. So yeah. That's what it was. And then on top of it, salute to you from Downtown for the $10 super chat. And on top of it, the stipulations are this: 100 men versus one gorilla, no tools, it's just straight fists and feet. That's all you got. And people were debating, I can hear it since first, but it was loud as shit. Then people were debating who would win. Let me know in the chat. Y'all let me know, bro. Hand to hand out. It's hand to hand, Neo. So you got 100 men, 100 grown ass men, not no little kids. You got 100 men versus one gorilla. No weapons, and that's all you got. So that's what people have been talking about. Let's see. All right, let's get to it. Let me y'all let me know in the chat. I would love to hear your thoughts on this pressing issue. Luther from Downtown for the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. So look at G Honda with the $5 super chat. I got a feeling this is some type of advertisement. Let's see. I can hear it. You should make it a drop. Man, that truck was loud as hell. I already got one of the drops, bro. Oh, my apologies about that. Let's see. Salute to Jihan. I got a feeling this is an advertisement. Salute to the busiest unemployed ninja on YouTube. Mr. 5K. Question on Kendrick G is here. Listen at 3 p.m. Coop. Can I ask what's going on, bro? I guess, man. Go ahead, bro.
Can I ask you what's going on? 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 Can I ask you what's going on?
Salute to you, G Honda. I'm gonna put on the poll to see who wins. I can already tell you. I should, I'll put on the poll first, then I'll tell you my perspective. Let's see who wins. It's funny because like people are just joking about this shit, but then people are making these long think pieces online because people don't have anything better to do, what makes it even more hilarious. Who wins, one gorilla or 100 men? Yeah, the only stipulations that I seen when people were talking about it was that the men could just not have any weapons and one gorilla. So let's see. I'm gonna put on the poll right now. Who wins, one man or? Excuse me. I can't get right this morning. Gorilla or 100 men? Let's see, and then I'll tell y'all my answer. It's just my opinion. So I'll put that on the poll. Let that cook for a second. Let me grab the super chat so we get right to the nonsense. Salute to you, G Honda. Make sure y'all tune into G Honda at 3 p.m. this afternoon. So Charles Indig with the $30 Australian. Salute to you, Charles. Let's see. He says, good day, Cooper Squad. I watched Sanders over the weekend. I got to be honest. I understand the hype around it. Truly a masterpiece. Did you watch it? Oh, yeah, but I seen it. Salute to you, Charles Indig, our homie over in Australia. I saw it last Monday because you guys were talking about it. Actually, last Monday, people were talking about it. It came out last Monday here in the States, and people were talking about it, and I went and checked it out last Monday. I thought it was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I think it's being a bit overhyped, just a little bit, but that's me. I'm a movie buff, so, like, I think myself I'm a fairly down-to-earth person. I have a couple things that I'm cocky about, and one of them is my movie taste. You would think I was paid to rate movies, how I have my nose in the air whenever I watch a film. Nothing's ever good enough for your boy Coop. But I thought the movie was pretty good, though. I think it's got overhyped a little bit, but it was definitely a good movie, man. I want to actually see it again. So to you, Charles, for the $30 Australian dollars. Uncle Diggity says, Royal Gold says, a baby gorilla? Damn, I should have put that note. A grown-ass gorilla. So you have, let me say it one more time for the people who haven't haven't seen this being discussed online. You have Miss Hunt just subscribed, salute. You have one gorilla, one full beat on his chest, silverback gorilla. I don't know how much those things weigh. And then you have 100 men, 100 grown-ass men in a fight. Who wins? And the only stipulation I seen was that men could not use any weapons. So all you guys, your feet and your fists. So y'all let me know in the chat. Hit the poll, rock the vote. Salute to you, Charles. Thank you so much for your $30 Australian dollars. I'm going to make you our show sponsor. Salute to you, bro. Just give me 1 second. Look at G-Rap. What you got, G-Rap? Salute, Coop in the squad. I'm Ninja watching from ICU. I had a blood clot in my brain that caused me to have a stroke, bruh.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I had emergency surgery on Monday at 4:20. It was successful. Please keep me in your prayers. Salute to you, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, G-Rap. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I'm Ninja watching from ICU. And a blood clot in my brain that caused me to have a stroke. Damn, man.
Thanks for the tip.
Emergency surgery on Monday at 4:20 and was successful. Please keep me in your man. Salute to G-Rap, man. Let's show some love for G-Rap, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Obviously glad you made it through that shit, man. But salute to you, G-Rap. Keep your head up, man. Stay in the hospital, man. Get healthy, relax, all that kind of good stuff, man. Make sure that we show G-Rap some love in the chat, man. I'm glad to hear you, the surgery was successful, man. That's tough, man. So I'm sorry to hear that, man. Salute to you, G-Rap, bro. Salute to Aaron Messed Up. He says, with the $5 Coop, there's so many outliers. Average dude, 180 pounds, 100 versus a fully grown gorilla, 6 foot, 450. I don't know, son. The gorilla going to do damage. Here's my thoughts, bro. I'm going to get my thoughts. Oh, no, you know what?
It's good.
I'm going to get all the super chats and I'll do it. Here's my thinking. Aaron Messed Up. I got you, bro. There is a lot of outliers because one of the things they're just saying, like, oh, man, a gorilla just fuck him up. But I'm like, it's 100 men. But one of the other things I'm thinking, 100 men with 100 men's brains. Like that's one of our most best features as human beings is our brains, our ability to plan and maneuver. So salute to you, bro. Yeah, but it is more variables than just that. Salute to you, Aaron. I appreciate it. Salute to you from downtown with the $5 super chat. Is it 10 men per wave or all? No, it's all one. Y'all making this too complicated. It's all everything in one. Man, hold your head, G-Rap. It's 100 men at once. We ain't doing waves. We're not doing waves. It is it 10 per wave or 100 all at once? If it's by waves, the gorilla going to win all at once. He can't beat everybody. Bro, thank you, man. Thank you, bro. Let's see. Salute to Woke Quill. He says, all says men could win, but it wouldn't be easy, and the men have to coordinate. Bro, here's my thoughts on it. Salute to y'all, man. We got it on a poll right now. It's early. 63% says the gorilla. Here's my opinion.
Welcome to Death Row.
Give me the 100 men, bro. It's just, I know it's not the popular opinion. Give me the 100 men. Because here's why. First of all, people online is acting like a gorilla is goddamn, like the gorilla is fucking King Kong, all right? We're not talking about King Kong.
Access denied.
We're talking about a regular schmegular ass gorilla over in the jungle somewhere minding his goddamn business, all right? We're talking about a regular schmegular gorilla. That is a fucking gorilla, don't get me mistaken. Do I believe 100 men can beat a gorilla? Yes. I don't even think it'll take 100 men. Now, will some men die? Absolutely. Will there be some casualties? Will there be casualties?
Goddamn right.
Oh, somebody died. Somebody died. AD says their skin's so deep, you gonna punch them. And that's another thing people were saying, like, men don't have the, like, gorilla skin are so tough that you couldn't do any damage. Yeah, if one dude's sitting up here trying to square off with a gorilla, yeah, you're not gonna do no damage. But if you got 20 of them stumping that goddamn gorilla's head, I think a couple things. I think people overestimate the power of a gorilla. Again, I know gorillas are strong beasts. I know that, but they're acting like that one gorilla is King fucking Kong. If it was King Kong and it was in the movies, we got a whole different discussion. And I also think people are underestimating how many 100 men are. If it was 10 men, no.
Access denied.
If it was 20 men,
access denied.
No. But 100 men? That gorilla get the fuck out of here, bro. That ninja going to gorilla heaven. See you at the crossroads, gorilla. Okay? You're fucking done, son. Just my 2 cents, man. That's all I'm saying. People are acting like it's a gorilla's a goddamn Terminator. Yeah, if it was 5 men, fuck yeah. 100 men, nah, bro.
Access denied.
I'm not buying it. Slutsy from downtown. Let's see. All men could win, but it wouldn't be easy. And they have to coordinate as well. I agree, bro. So the Marlon Moore, channel member for 1 month. He says, Shadow the Hedgehog member. Let's go. Salute to you, Marlon Moore. I got you, man. Salute to you. I got that dash cam you sent me yesterday. It's a good one, man. Salute to you, Marlon Moore. Salute to Young Jay with the $5 super chat. What you got, Young Jay? Talk black to me. Let's see. Cam says, oh my God, I'm down laughing about this. So it's dumb. It's dumb, bro. But I got to go. But people who started this gorilla, I'm like, man, I got to get my 2 cents on this. I think they underestimate how many 100 men are. If it was 10 men, hell no. And again, out of those 100 men, somebody died. Like if it's 100 of us, me, Rob B, DeMarco, Thomas Dawson, Big Odie, pinball player, MRL, G-Rap, Jamal Jackson. I'm just saying names as they come across the chat. If it was 100 of us in here, Joshua, Hawkins, Project Leroy, Jonathan, everything. If it was 100 of us, one of us somebody gonna go, all right? Nobody's walking away from that situation unscathed. I just put it to you like that. Somebody might die. I ain't no bite to it. I even give him 10. I get a gorilla 10 kills. But you're not killing 100. What's that? What's this, the gorilla off the fucking Flash? Was it Grodd? This nigga ain't Grodd.
Access denied.
He ain't Grodd. He ain't King Kong. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Let's move on to some real shit. So this is Young Jay. Anybody with common sense knows gorilla hand strength and upper body strength is projected at 4 to 10 times stronger. Gorilla will rip you in shreds easy. And that's fair. Young Jay. I'm not calling it a goddamn gorilla week. With that being said, he be ripping one to shreds while 25 of them is kicking him in his back, bro. That's all I'm saying. Salute to you, Young Jay. Appreciate you, bro. With the airman stuff, here's a real question. Would women pick to be stuck in the forest with a fully grown gorilla or a man? Basically, they pick the gorilla. You know they are, bro.
Goddamn right.
They picked the bear to last. Salute to you, airman stuff. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Yeah, you pick him and pet him, bro. Let's see. Salute to you, Air. Salute to Project Leroy. 100 men gonna be the first to get beat down and teabagged by a gorilla. This ain't 10. This ain't no 100 Sparta. Tarzan got beat up by a gorilla, and y'all not Tarzan. Yeah, bro, I disagree.
Access denied.
Salute to you, Project Leroy, for the $5 super chat. It's 100 men. Again, PF, we was talking 10 men. I ain't got nothing. Even 20 men. I'm like, they ain't looking good. But 100, while he fucking up those 10 or 20, you got 80 more people coming. Carl Mago makes a point in the chat that I wanted to make as well. The gorilla would tire before the 100 men were done. I believe that's what I'm saying exactly. This nigga not a Terminator. He ain't AI. He got to take a breath. He got to get a rest. Okay, I'm riding with the 100 men. I'm riding with the 100 men. That's my story. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. If you don't agree with me on that, you can fight.
Fight me! Fight me! Fight me!
This is stupid. Why are we talking about this? Makes for a good conversation, I suppose. So to Project Leroy, thank you so much. I dodged the trap, channel member, for 20 months. He says, bop, 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 we gonna F Harambe up. That's what I'm saying.
Goddamn right.
That's what I'm saying. Daryl Welch says the gorilla doesn't have infinite strength. That's what I'm saying. Ajay says one bodybuilder versus 100 midgets. Don't start that shit, Ajay. Salute to you, I dodged the trap. That's what I'm saying, bro. Again, if it was 10 men, hell no, I ain't rocking with that. But 100, I like my odds. Salute to you, I dodged the trap. Look at the Quinn with the $10 super chat. What you got, bro?
Straight cash, homie.
The gorilla gonna take 50 nickels out in the first minute. So it's really gonna be 50 men and the other 50 gonna run off run off instinct after seeing heads crack like coconuts. Now, I'll give you this. If it's some shit like, they have to coordinate. Look, Quinn, they definitely have to coordinate. But if it's 100 men who going into the shit, knowing what's going on, and 50 of them run away, and all hell breaks loose, that's completely something else. That's a whole different scenario. But yeah, gorilla can't take out 50 men at one time, bro. He can't take out 50 at one time. Salute to you, Quinn. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. This is funny, man. Salute to Kim Netter. He said, gifted us one channel membership. Thank you so much, Kim Netter. All right. Let's get to it, man. I love this discussion early in the morning about who would win, gorilla or 100 men. And y'all keep rocking the vote. DeMarco says, too many people see cocaine bear and ain't challenging no more animals. That's fair. That's definitely a fair point. All right, let's get to it. I got a quick dash cam before we get into the nonsense. Let's see. What do we have here? Somebody sent this to me yesterday, man. But like I said, y'all email me. And I get so many emails from people, so I can't remember who's who, because you guys use your, obviously your email has your government name on it. So I can't give a shout out to who sent this to me yesterday. How to get banned from a Southwest Airlines for life. We're in Nashville with it.
Shut up.
On December 12th, 2024, airport officers were dispatched to a Southwest Airlines gate in response to a disorderly, intoxicated woman who had been denied boarding. Upon arrival, officers observed a strong odor of alcohol emanating from her as she attempted to force her way onto the aircraft, running through other passengers.
I'm going on this plane. I didn't do anything wrong. Listen, I didn't do anything wrong. 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 Let me on the plane.
Relax.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Get that from her.
I didn't do anything wrong. It's not fair.
Can't find you back. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Really? Thank you. Thank you so much.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Hands behind your back.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Hands behind your back.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you.
I didn't do
Sorry about that.
Shut up. All right, listen. Awesome. Calm down, okay?
Come up, my family boarding.
Stand up. Stand up, ma'am. Stand up. Relax, relax.
Stop! Stop! I just want to go home! Stop!
Relax, relax.
Stop! Please! Stop!
Ma'am, stop. Stop.
Stop!
Relax.
It's a B group. B 1 through 30, please. B 1 through 30. Okay.
Can I come in, Austin?
No.
Austin, don't show them.
Stand up for me. Let's get a wheelchair. You okay? Can you relax, okay? Relax, okay?
Seriously, why are you doing this to me? This isn't fair. This isn't fair. I was just supposed to go. Listen, stop! I was supposed to just go to my... I was supposed to just go on my flight. I'm a normal person. You're breaking my arm.
Stand up.
Oh my God.
Start walking.
Stand up.
Stand your big ass up.
Says you're a normal person. You are not a normal person. Screaming like a goddamn banshee at the Nashville, Tennessee airport.
I'm a person. I'm a normal person, please.
Start walking.
I just wanted to go home.
Okay, stand up for it.
Listen, I know that you guys think that this is
Just start
crazy.
walking, okay?
Just look at it. Just look at it.
You all right?
Please, just look at it.
You all right?
I know that you see me. Please, my God. I know that you guys see me.
Shut up, bitch.
Please, I was just trying to go home. Ow, you're breaking my arm. You're breaking my arm.
That's all right.
You're breaking my arm.
Just sit her down.
Ow! Ow!
Sit her down.
Ow! You're breaking my arm.
Then walk. Let's
You're
go.
breaking my arms. Why is this okay?
Walk.
Why is this okay? Why is this okay?
Just start walking.
Listen, I should not have to do this. I was just going home.
Just stand up.
You're breaking my arm. You're breaking my arm.
Here, don't hold behind her. Let's put her in there. Let's put her in.
Jesus, man. Oh my God.
The wheelchair.
You're breaking my arm. You are literally breaking my arm. Please, God, please let me get. Listen, you are breaking my arm. You are breaking my arm. They're breaking my arm. Please let me go. Please, my arms are killing me.
We'll start walking.
Jesus, please, 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 listen, ma'am, please, my arm,
All right, very careful.
my arm, please, my arms are hurting so bad, please, please let me go, please let me go, please let me go, my arms are hurting so bad, please let me go, my arms are hurting, please let me sit.
Are you gonna walk?
Please.
Start walking. Stand up. Get up. Get up.
Please just give me a second.
No.
Look at this chick, man. Tony Domino says, imagine being a bartender seeing this bench. Look, Tony, I'll take it to another level. Think about this. She was about to get on the plane, bro. Think about
It's good.
those people, wherever their flight was going out of Nashville, those people should be kissing the cop's dick right now. Because imagine this chick 30,000 miles in the air doing this bullshit. 30,000 miles. I'm glad they got her before she got on the goddamn airplane, dog. And it's like, this motherfucker can't be real.
And everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two fucks, but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can fucking die with them or not. I'm not going to.
Bye.
Bye. What's going on, Cree? I see you. The sister cop is not having that shit. Nope.
Access denied.
Not at all, PL. She's over there screaming.
Stand your big ass up.
What about the people in the car? Stand up.
Please, it hurts so bad.
You know what I mean? Shut up. Project Leroy, you got one more goddamn time to correct me.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
One more time.
It hurts so
Bye.
bad.
Let's search her.
My arms. Please, sweetheart, look at my arms. Please
We are right now. Come on.
Please look at my arms.
Search her real quick.
Please look at my arms. I can't, but they're not.
Hold on, stop.
Please take them off. Please, but listen. Please.
Start walking.
Please, listen. My arms. I can't feel my arms. Please, I'm asking you.
Look at this. Look at this shit.
But they're not.
Hold on, stop.
Please take them off. Please, but listen. Please.
Start walking.
Please, listen. My arms. I can't feel my arms. Please, I'm asking you. Please, I'm begging you.
I was trying to fix the door, but I think it broke on the bottom, so I couldn't secure it.
I'm begging you.
There you go. Hold your hand. Let me check your glove.
Well, please, God, they're hurting so bad.
Stay seated.
Just take them off. Please, just take them off. No.
You're going to jail for public intoxication. All right? And resisting arrest, okay? There you go. Try to take a breath. Breather, okay?
Why are you doing this to me?
I gave it to Princess.
I know, but what?
And it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, man. It's something about these people be getting lit in the middle of the day and getting lit at the airport. I don't understand that getting drunk at the airport shit,
No,
I'm a princess.
No, are my other officers.
Why are you doing this to me? Listen. I thought you were my friend.
I'm your friend.
But why did you do this?
Let go.
Do you think I deserve this?
No, you don't.
No, but I'm scared.
Sit up, you're all right.
I'm scared.
Sit up.
Sit up, we're gonna get your seatbelt in.
Why are you doing this?
Sit up, please.
God damn.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh, man, let me write a super chat real quick. Let's save it. Save my eardrums. Let's see. I don't think there's nothing wrong with drinking at the airport. I think somebody just said in the chat. I'm talking about the people who get shit-faced at the airport. I just don't understand that people who get white boy wasted, get white woman wasted like this. I'm talking about the people who sit at the airport and just get lit. I'm talking about lit in between flights. Like, I got a flight in 2 hours. Let me get blackout drunk. Like, what? I can see you having a drink waiting for your flight or getting on a flight. You got a long flight. You want to have you a drink. I've never been a drinker on a plane. I'll say this before because when I drink, I got to pee. So I never was one of those people like, let me drink while I'm on the plane because I don't want to get up and have to pee every 5 minutes. But yeah, man. Let's see. Salute to Mike Bowles. Why drunk people repeat themselves 12 times, then cry. It's the crying parts that get me. Because a lot of times they act tough and be acting like Billy Badass till the bracelets come on. Then they want to cry me a river. Like, don't cry to me, nigga.
Access denied.
Do not cry to me, nigga. Not now. Salute to you, Mike Bowles. Salute to homie Tone Virgo with the $5. Talk black to me. What you got, Tone? Let's see. What up, squad? Did y'all see Corey Holcomb versus Donnell Rawlins via FaceTime on $1 million worth of game? It was hilarious. I started to bring a video of that. Yeah, bro. I saw that. Let us know in the chat if you guys did see that as well. I thought it was pretty funny, man. I got a feeling that Corey's going to make that a huge spectacle, but he's definitely going to talk about that. What's today, Tuesday? His show tonight. So I definitely think he'll be talking about that. Salute to you, Tony Virgo. I did see it. I thought it was pretty funny, bro. I thought it was pretty funny, man. Just squash y'all comedy beef and keep it moving, bro. But Corey's not really one to squash beefs like that. Salute to you, Tone. Little Wood TMC. What's up to you and the squad? I sent you the video. Salute to you, Wood.
Bang! It's good.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much for sending this video. This one is absurd. Salute to Wood TMC. Show some love in the chat. He's the one who found this particular dash cam. Salute to you, Wood TMC. Let's see. Salute to Day. I didn't do anything. Sounds like a beautiful drop. Yeah, man. I might make the screen, bro, but I got a limited amount of space. And I already got 1,000 drops, man. I got more drops than anybody. Y'all be wanting me to have 1,000,000 of them shits. Salute to you, Daniel. Thank you so much for the 5 pounds. Let's get back to it. Let's see. Hold on. So the kid, Kim Netter just came through with the $2. He says, General Coop, the whole squadron, and squad is salute, bro. My things, bro. Appreciate you, Kim Netter, for the $2 super chat as well as the channel membership earlier. Thank you so much, man. Let's get back to it.
You're right.
Savannah? Why are you letting me go? This isn't fair.
You're right. Put your foot in here.
Why are you doing this to me?
42 or anything else? Basically, all right.
And also, 42?
Yeah.
Gotcha. You're gonna be fine.
You hear me? I just wanted to go home. This wasn't fair. This wasn't fair.
You'll be alright.
But what if this ruins my whole life?
It's not gonna ruin your life.
This isn't fair.
Just calm down.
What is your name?
Officer Goodwin.
Goodwin?
Yes, ma'am.
Goodwin?
Yes, ma'am. Just calm down.
Why did you do this? But I'm not. I didn't just look at my legs.
You kept.
They tied her feet too.
You kept fighting with us.
No.
Sure, what's their name?
No, that person was mad because I wouldn't accept it. That gay person or whatever was pissed off because I wouldn't accept it. They said, "This is what you get." Listen, this wasn't fair.
Okay. We'll get you on.
Listen.
Do you remember where you drank at today at the airport?
At that like it was like that place who was there.
Right there by your gates?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, listen, I don't want to be alone, please.
You're good.
I don't want to be alone, please. Oh my God, man. Vanessa says, I couldn't imagine acting like this at all, let alone the airport. Yeah, it's just bizarre behavior to me. Maybe I'm the weird one, Vanessa. I just don't understand getting lit at the airport. I ain't saying you can't have a few drinks, get you a buzz, but getting this damn drunk while you traveling, it just seems like a headache because, and I know this from when I was in the military. I worked at the military airport. I did the same thing as this. Like, if you get on the plane and people can smell alcohol, they can kick you out. You don't have to be like 2 sheets to the wind. If someone with the airline smell and think and look at you like, you've had too much to drink, they can just. So I wouldn't even take that risk. So for these people be having 10 Long Islands in an hour in between flights, crazy.
They got you. They got you. They got you.
Be alone,
You're
please.
fine. They got you. They got you.
Hey.
Once we get to jail, before we process you. No, you're going to jail.
I'm going to jail, man. Are you the police?
Yes, ma'am. You need to sit back. You need to sit back and act right, okay? Listen, if you keep acting out, you're not going to be able to get out until a long time.
You're not letting me out.
We're about to be there. Just try to relax, okay?
You're not letting me out.
Mess up my phone. Are you ready?
Let me get that. Let me get that off first.
Where's your seatbelt?
Where's the seatbelt off?
Watch out.
Where'd you leave your shoe?
I mean, it's right there. She unbuckled herself as well.
Okay. Come on, stand up, step up. Come on. You're right. So I don't want you to fall, okay?
No, but why am I
right moment.
in this situation? No.
Alright. Turn this way, please. Turn. No. Let's let her do it in there.
Where am I?
You in jail, bitch? Where you think you at?
Davidson. Yeah.
What is this?
Sit down.
Davidson County, Nashville. Collusion. So you're gonna have to go to the airport to get your stuff when you get released, okay? You hear me?
What does that mean?
This bag is gonna...
I'm arrested, but how do I get released?
They'll just, you have to bond out.
Yeah.
It's an easy process, they'll tell you.
But I've never even had a traffic.
I understand, but
But like, what is happening?
So you're going to jail for public intoxication, okay? Disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest, okay?
Okay. What are we basing this off of? Lady?
Your actions in front of us. With us. Hi. Stop right there.
She was combative with us at the airport, but she's calmed down since, okay?
For the love of God.
You're alright. I just had to tell him. Just listen to him, okay? Hold on a minute.
I'll remember your.
Hey,
For the
give it
tip.
me. Thank you.
The woman was charged with disorderly conduct, public intoxication, and resisting arrest. Share your thoughts below and remember to like and subscribe for more videos.
Make sure y'all send me dash cam as well. Make sure y'all do that. This chick is nuts. Woke Wilson, she can't fathom being held accountable. Man, she's like, what? When she said, what's happening? What is happening? Like, what is going on, man? Salute to the homie Charles with the $25 cash app. I see you, Charles. Salute to the homie Charles. Thank you so much, man. Gifting us $25 on the cash app. Appreciate you, bro. Let's see. Salute to Big Odie gifting us 5 channel memberships. Thank you so much, Big Odie. If Big Odie got you a channel membership, say thank you. Say thank you. Let's see here. Roast to Roast. Dre Aminra. Say thank you, goddammit. That's all I'm asking.
It's good.
Say thank you. Appreciate you, Big Odie, for the 5 channel membership. In public stankin', says AD Blackman. Thank you so much, Big Odie. So to Chad Harvey with the $5 super chat. Now, if the gorilla was Donkey Kong, all the 100 men would die. I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. If it was Donkey Kong, what we talking about, man? We talking about a regular schmegular old gorilla versus 100 men, and people acting like the 100 men are like toy soldiers. Like them little green toy soldiers. Like, come on now, people. Speaking of that, let me end this poll. Who wins? 1 gorilla versus 100 men. 56% says the gorilla wins. All right. I ain't gonna fight y'all over it. My opinion is still in the minority, apparently. I think the 100 men would the 100 men would win. I'm not saying there ain't gonna be no casualties. A couple people gotta go. A couple people gonna die in this bitch. That's my 2 cents, but we'll leave it at that. I still think 100. I think people are underestimating the power of 100 men. But yeah, teach his own. All right, I'll end the poll. Salute to you, Chad Harvey, with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Salute to Real Talk Singles Fathers, the all-new Kendra G app now on Android. Thank you, Real Talk. We needed that information very much. So appreciate you for the $2 super chat. Vanessa says, she had the nerve to ask, what is this based off of? You acted like a damn fool. That's what I'm saying.
Goddamn right.
Drunk as a skunk. What's going on, Mr. Gito? I see you. Drunk as a skunk at the airport, acting like an asshole. All right, let's move on to the next clip. Salute to Mona D. Mona D. I saw Mona D did a video. We were talking about the Shiloh, not Shiloh. Shiloh's the other brother. The Shedeur Sanders drop in the NFL draft. Let me know what y'all think about that in the chat. I got a couple videos discussing it. The first one's actually gonna be Mona D. I see Mona D make a pretty good video about that yesterday. So my hardcore NFL, because I know a bunch of y'all is NFL junkies. You be shooting that shit up your veins every Sunday, you goddamn fiends. Let me know what y'all think. I'll be honest, as far as I told you, I follow sports. Like I always know like what's going on, but I don't really sit back watching it. And if anything, I watch basketball over football. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the Shedeur Sanders situation, because it seems as if he was projected to be up here, potential first round draft pick. And I do know that draft picks slide, you know. There's no, I mean, that's just all part of the game. But a lot of people are saying they never seen someone projected to go so early drop so low into like the 5th round. So y'all let me know. Y'all get the comments cooking in the chat on that situation. And I'll bring up this other video. Salute to you, Real Talk Singles Father. Salute to Project Leroy. 100 man couldn't overthrow the Capitol on a January 6th. That's different. It was way more than 100 men. But yeah, that's different though, bro. Salute to you, man.
Thanks for the tip.
Salute to you, bro. Them goddamn
Cracker ass cracker.
Oh, bro, that's just, man. I said this before. There, was it the New York Times did a documentary that's on YouTube. That's on YouTube now. I think it's like 45 minutes, and it talks about the January 6th. That shit is crazy. I definitely suggest it's a good look if you guys want to check that out. It's the New York Times, about a 45-minute documentary on the Capitol on January 6th, and it's just great. It breaks down everything, how it happened, the casualties, everything, bro. It's a really good documentary if y'all want to check that out sometime. I highly recommend it. Salute you, Project Leroy. Look at Retro Man Gaming with the $5 super chat. 100 Gorillas versus Chuck Norris. The Gorilla won't stand a chance. There you go, bro. How old is Chuck Norris now? Salute to you, Retro Man Gaming. It's a fair point, bro. Chuck Norris Chuck Norris is not with the bullshit. Salute to you, bro. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. All right, let's move on. Mr. Gino says, wish the Lions got him. Okay, let's see. All right, so we're going to move on to the next clip. Oh, here. Let's see. Salute to Mona D. Like I said, I saw a video last night. Thought it was pretty good, so I thought I'd play the clip first. Stephen A. exposes the NFL's collusion against Shedeur Sanders. And I saw Mona D. You had some cracker ass. And that really brings him out. Certain topics just bring them out. In this football draft, because, you know, I mean, I'm not saying it is, but nothing brings out white people more than allegations of racism. Like, they just... Bang! It's good! Nothing brings out the goddamn... more than allegations of racism, because they gonna come in there swinging. Mona D, I've seen them leaving comments on your page. They gonna come in there swinging. Poohman says Chuck Norris is 85. Oh, shit. They gonna come in there swinging to defend... to always say there's nothing racist involved. That's always makes me laugh more than anything about these subjects. But salute to Mona D. Let's go.
Smarter was I don't understand. Because you gotta understand. See, bro, I don't even know what they're gonna do with me, bro, because they're doing you like this.
Help me understand.
Shedeur Sanders needs to be humbled. That's why he's not picked yet. He's too cocky, he's too loud, he's too flashy. That NIL money is going to his head. Do y'all really believe that?
No, sir. Not me.
Guys are the coaches don't give me. So you should know history repeats itself over and over and over. And I've done it over and over and over. So it should be no question why an NFL franchise should pick me. You think I'm worried about what critics say or what people got to say? You know who my dad is? They hated on him too. Without people hating, it's not normal for us.
Here's what's being missed with this whole Shedeur slide right now. All the drama. Pre-draft stuff was bad. Poor interviews. They didn't like his attitude. Bad whiteboard work. You know, all of the above, right? Teams are just not in love with them. And they definitely didn't like that Dion was, I guess, telling teams that, hey, we're going to pull an Eli, and we're not going to sign with you if you pick him.
A couple teams that I won't allow him to play for. This is my profession. I know what's behind the curtain. We ain't got to get back there for me to understand what's not prominent for my son. I'm not doing it.
And if he doesn't listen to you?
Who? No, you must mean owners, like not my son.
To the shit the NFL did to Shedeur Sanders. That was their way of buck breaking him in public. That was their way of stripping his pride. That was their way of supposedly taking his confidence. And that's one of the reasons why I stopped watching football. They did this shit to Colin Kaepernick, and they continuously play in our faces. Knowing how good of a player Shedeur Sanders is, and they wait to the 5th round to draft him. 144th pick. But even though they draft him at the 144th pick in the 5th round, he's still happy. You can't take that happiness from him.
With the 144th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Shedeur Sanders.
They say black fathers aren't involved. They say that's the problem. But when the black father is involved, sets his children up to succeed, suddenly that's a problem too. Shedeur Sanders, son of Deion Sanders, just got drafted 144th pick by the Cleveland Browns after being projected as a top 5 pick.
We're gonna take you off the board here, all right, brother?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Hey, listen, you gotta come in, you gotta work hard, you gotta earn your job, earn your keep. Let's get ready to go to work and prove all people pass on the phone.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, I got Coach here.
What's up, Coach?
Good to see you, man.
Yes, sir. I'm excited to see you.
Remember I told you the Lord works in mysterious ways, right?
No, for sure.
It's an opportunity. We're gonna get to work together, okay, buddy?
Yes, sir. Love.
Thank you.
What does that mean?
I can wear those chains though.
Of course.
So let's talk about it. Was this really about talent, Or was this about legacy, confidence, and the fear of a black family winning without permission? Let's talk facts. 3,230 passing yards, 27 touchdowns, Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award winner. That's not hype, that's production. But instead of celebrating this, scouts turn nitpicking into a sport. He holds the ball too long. He's too confident. Bad body language. Translation, Shedeur didn't bow his head low enough to make them comfortable. Deion Sanders just didn't give Shedeur a name. He gave him a mindset. Walk into every room knowing you belong. But when the NFL looks at Shedeur, they see Deion's shadow. Outspoken, proud, refusing to kiss the ring. Stephen A. Smith even said it. Teams didn't just see a quarterback. He saw a son raised by a man who didn't ask for permission and wasn't going to teach his son to either.
Because how in the hell does 32 teams in the National Football League pass on a quarterback that was universally recognized one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the country entering this draft, and 32 teams passed on him, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 different times they passed on him? How the hell has that happened? Never seen anything like this before. We've seen guys drop because of injuries. We've seen guys drop because of off-field issues, but we've never seen a quarterback projected to be a top 20 pick, universally recognized one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the draft, projected to be a first rounder, in all likelihood a safe bet of a late first rounder, and drop literally to the 5th round. We haven't seen anything like that. Seems very Kaepernick-like, as in Colin Kaepernick. Shedeur Sanders with the watch. Shedeur Sanders with his bravado. Shedeur Sanders with this supposed arrogance or whatever. He still balled. He still threw for over 4,100 yards. Still threw for 37 touchdowns. Still threw for just 10 interceptions. Still proved himself to be one of the better quarterbacks in football. Tremendous pause, pocket presence, accuracy, throwing the damn football. Didn't have great wheels. Doesn't have great athleticism, but the brother can play. Certainly never heard of no damn Dylan Gabriel or Tyler Shock. What the hell is that? So how is Shedeur Sanders going behind them? I'll tell you how. It's collusion. Owners in the National Football League are very big on control. And Colin Kaepernick's position really railed them. All them irritated them because even though they received a check for over $246 million a piece because of their TV rights deal, they were mad it wasn't $250 to $255. They blamed Colin Kaepernick.
Ooh-wee, look what that money make a bitch do.
They said he compromised their bottom line. They got a check for $246 million a piece and were still complaining about the $5 million they missed out on because of him. If these are the kind of people that they are, this is where Deion Sanders' hands get a little bit dirty. We know he's the greatest cornerback that ever lived. We know he's arguably the greatest athlete we've ever seen. We know that the man is a football savant. We also know that he's box office. Camera, the lens, it gravitates to him. He has that kind of magnetic effect. And because he let you know that he believed in his son, because he let you know what his son could do, because he let you know that he damn sure was going to keep an eye on things and he was going to have a voice in the proceedings, because he alluded to I don't like where my son is, that's not where we're going and stuff like that. It's entirely plausible that the owners were like, where the hell do you think he is? You don't run this shop, we do. Because these owners are like that.
It's an evil world we live in.
Now let's get to the honest part about all of this. Because when white families pass down opportunities, it's called a dynasty. It's celebrated. Peyton and Eli Manning, Joey and Nick Bosa, Matthews family. But when Deion Sanders raises a son, builds a platform, and his son shines without begging for acceptance, suddenly it's entitlement. Suddenly it's overhyped. Legacy looks different when it's black. It's not respected, it's resented. This is the double bind. Society cries that black fathers aren't involved enough, but when the black man shows up, stays present, and his children exceed every expectation, suddenly they're too proud, suddenly they're too successful, suddenly they need to be humbled. The same world that blames absent fathers turns around and punishes present ones, especially when their presence works. Shedeur is living proof of that tension.
That's a fact. And another thing that I don't like about the NFL, especially when it comes to this draft, and Mona D, correct me, I don't know the exact term for it, but they love the stories of the black draft prospects being fatherless. You know what I'm saying? Like, they like the struggle players. They like the players who come from that aspect, so they can make a story about how they're fighting to get the lead. They're fighting and scrapping for everything they have. They never had shit before the NFL, and they really ride. Like, it's so apparent. Like, but they really, really ride for that particular model, and that's just something I've always thought was off-putting.
When the Browns called Shedeur at pick 144, it wasn't just about football. It was about sending a message. You're talented, but don't you dare walk in the room like you own it. The thing about players like Shedeur, they don't just survive the system. They remind it, you can delay greatness, but you can't deny it.
Okay. That part.
So, was this really about Shedeur's ability and skills? Or was this about trying to humble a young black man who refused to shrink himself? Legacy is not a crime. Confidence isn't entitlement. Let me know what you all think about this down in the comment section. I would love to hear what you all think about this topic. Also, please like the video, share this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. And to the next video, peace, y'all.
Real quick, now that Shedeur got drafted, don't buy the NFL team jersey with his name on the back. Go to his website and buy his merch directly.
What's up, Buff fans? It's legendary Shedeur Sanders here. Thankful for the opportunity.
Thanks for the tip.
I'm thankful for everything leading up to this point. Now the main thing is I'm just praying, you know, all my receivers, Shiloh, and the rest of my teammates get drafted. But I'm ready to lead this franchise on the big thing.
Thanks for the tip.
Let's do it.
And good point right there. Salute to Mona D. Make sure y'all subscribe to Mona D. We got her channel, pinned to the top of the chat. All y'all should be subscribed already. Make sure y'all go ahead and click that link if you have not. And I'm glad he said that point at the end because that's something I want to reiterate. They were saying, like, you can skip over the Browns and just buy his jersey straight from his own website. So that's what they were suggesting everyone doing instead of putting the money in the NFL hands. You could put it directly into Shedeur's hands. So I actually think that's a pretty good idea. And I'm about to, in 1 second, let me grab these super chats real quick. I see what y'all saying in the chat. Let's see. And then I'll tell you guys my opinion on it. Salute to Project Leroy. He says, interesting how the father, Archie Manning, and son, Eli Manning, forced Eli to be traded from the Chargers to the Giants. That's never brought up, bro. Exactly, man. Exactly, bro. And they talk about, people were saying how cocky. Look, man, I look at it like this. Do you have off-the-field issues? If you have the talent on the field, and then if you have off-the-field issues. If you don't have off-the-field issues, I don't give a fuck. The only exception to that is if you're such a asshole within an organization that you can't get along with people to the point where you can't win, because teammates don't have to like each other. But if you're such an asshole that's a detriment to the team, you can't work well with anyone, that's a different subject. But if you don't have any off the field issues, they say you don't drink, you don't smoke, never had no issues like that, then it shouldn't be an issue. Because you had like Project Leroy said, Archie Manning did it with Eli, and then who else was it? Oh, but then there were also Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel got a Johnny Football. Who's the other cat? Baker Mayfield. These are also players that have known to be cocky and all that kind of shit, bro. I personally think, man, when it comes to black players, confidence, they always talk about confidence, especially with quarterbacks. They want a quarterback that's confident. Then people were critiquing him because he said he wants to change the culture of a football, whatever football team he's going to. Shouldn't that be an answer that any organization will want to hear? But when it comes to black football player or black players in particular,
Thanks for the tip.
They don't want you to be confident. They want you to be humble. I used to say the same thing about Floyd Money Mayweather. For years, they wanted a humble Floyd, but they couldn't because Floyd controlled his own destiny. And people say he duck fighters and all that kind of shit. He probably did too, but he controlled his own destiny. And that's what they don't like. They want you to be humble. They want your head hung low. He's the fucking son of Shedeur Sanders. What the fuck did he have to have his head low for?
It's good.
Thank you, Big Odie. I knew it was another quarterback, but I couldn't remember who it was. Big Odie says John Elway did it too, Coop. Exactly. John Elway's people did it. Now, what can I say? I think one thing Deion probably did wrong was saying that they wouldn't go to like certain teams, because I'm sure the Browns was probably on that list as well, because Browns are fucking, they're a pretty bad franchise. No shade to the Cleveland, the people in Cleveland. The Detroit Lions not the greatest franchise either, but some franchises are obviously better than others, and Cleveland Brown is on the low end of that. So, yeah, bro, he probably didn't do him a service doing that, but for them to act like he's just like this big time like distraction. Another thing I'll say as well, let me grab the other super chats, is they're talking about Deion. I think that more of anything, it was probably to spite Deion, but also at the same time, they're like, they don't want the distraction of Deion Sanders. He got his entire whole football program he got to run on the other side of the country. What the fuck is Deion Sanders going to be doing when Shedeur is over here in practice and playing on the Brown, assuming he makes the team and whatnot? He got a whole fucking program to run. Like, I don't buy that excuse. Oh, you got to deal with the circus, that's Deion Sanders. This motherfucker got to run Colorado. Like, Obese is Cleveland knows the Browns are trash. I know that. Mona Lisa says, I agree, Theo. Maybe he should have kept that statement to himself. Yeah, about that part. But overall, man, I just think it's a situation in which, and I've always said that for years, man, they want black players to become humble. But this also goes back to us not owning our own league. Us not owning our own leagues and be able to maneuver how we maneuver without having to bow down.
Welcome to death row.
To white people. I mean, because how many of the NFL's owners are white? I remember it was the one dude in Jacksonville. His name was Khan. If he still own, I'm pretty sure they still own that team, the Khans or whatever.
Death row.
But I believe that's the only team that doesn't have a white owner. Somebody correct me in the chat. Salute to Tone the Virgo. Tone the Virgo with the $5 super chat. He says, there was definitely collusion for sure, but not with all 32 teams because all 32 teams didn't need a quarterback. Exactly. All of them didn't need all of them didn't need a quarterback. So yeah, some teams already had him, so they weren't going to look at him whatsoever. So I don't believe all of them. Yeah, I got you, bro. I agree. Not all of them but definitely a significant portion of them. Salute to you, Tone. Tone, back in the super chat. I don't like the situation Schroeder is in. One, he's in Cleveland. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Shad Khan, thank you very much, Project Leroy. One in Jacksonville. Okay. I don't like the situation Schroeder is in. Yeah, I would have really liked him land in another, not in particular Cleveland. It could be another bad team, but just not Cleveland. Skinny Boy says he's the Jackson owner. Okay. I don't like the situation Schroeder is in. One, he's in Cleveland. Two, he's in a room with four other quarterbacks ahead of him. Yeah, which I thought was crazy. I never knew that. Again, I've always followed basketball. I've loosely followed football. I didn't know that they would have 5 quarterbacks on a roster. I just never. I thought usually teams have about 3, or maybe they cut them down until 3 when they make the final roster. Maybe that's what it is. I thought it was a little bit odd too that they had 5 quarterbacks. He in a room with 4 other quarterbacks ahead of him, and old Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco ass is still around. Average Kenny Pickett and Watson, who's hurt, and another rookie they drafted. Yep, I got you, bro. Yeah. Like I said, man, I would probably like any situation other than if it wasn't Cleveland. I'm trying to think of another bad team that he could go to. Maybe Jacksonville, just somewhere else, bro. I don't like Cleveland, man. No offense to Cleveland, bro. I don't like them as an organization, bro. Salute to you, Tone, for the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Let's see. Salute to Everett with the $2 super chat. What you got, E? Buck breaking. There you go.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
He said it. Salute to you, Everett.
Thanks for the
I ain't
tip.
mad at that whatsoever, bro. Salute to Tim Matthews gifting us 5 channel memberships. Thank you very much, Tim, for the 5 channel memberships. If Tim hooked you up with a channel membership, say thank you. Vernon Norfleet, Kevin Carbone, aka Johnny Big Papa NYC. Say thank you, ninjas. See, thank you so much, Tim, for the 5 channel membership. Appreciate you, bro. Salute to Cody Marshall. Joe Montana, Troy Aikman had confidence. Exactly, bro. Salute to you, Cody. That's what I'm saying, man. Black players, especially in the NFL. In the NFL, in particular, they're not allowed to have that confidence because the confidence is perceived as arrogance. The white players, they can have all the confidence all day. Like I said, Johnny Manziel, his people was rich too. He come from goddamn oil money down in Texas. You know what I mean? But salute to you, Cody. That's a fact, bro. Salute to CJ So Major with the $5 super chat. What you got, bro? He says, morning squad, it's the classic case. If I can get your father, I'll get you. Plus his name, carry that draft. Let's talk about that too. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact, man. And then let's talk about that too. The entire draft was about him. He boosted their entire ratings for the whole goddamn event, man. Great point, CJ So Major. Salute to you, bro. That's a great point, man. Salute to NYG, man, with the $20 bomb.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
NYG, man. He says, Coop, what killed him was his interviewing. He had issues with the whiteboard, dialing up plays and reading defense. Talking isn't the issue. His usage worth the squeeze. Team are here to make money while lose millions. But here's the thing, bro. and this is not, and I'm not saying you're wrong, but here's the thing, bro. When it comes to myself, and I'm not saying this is anyone else, this is just me. Unless it's coming from that person's mouth, I don't believe nothing fucking reports say, bro. That's football, that's basketball, that's sports. I don't believe none of that shit.
Thanks for the tip.
None of that shit. I remember years ago, man, when it was LeBron. I don't know if he was leaving Miami or what, but I can't remember which summer it was, but it was the summer in the basketball season, and the whole world was waiting on LeBron to see what he was going to do. It wasn't him. It wasn't when he left Cleveland to Miami. It was another season. Maybe it was after he was about to leave Miami to go back to Cleveland. And I remember it was all the speculation. The whole league, free agency, was waiting for LeBron before they did anything. And then Charles Barkley, I was listening to some radio. I remember I was working at midnight shift and I was listening to the radio. And Charles Barkley was talking to somebody was talking to Charles Barkley, and Charles Barkley said, whoever was talking to him was talking about some report from some random source. And he said, I don't believe nothing from no random source because reporters should be making that shit up, bro. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, bro, but I don't believe nothing from no anonymous source. Oh, people from the inside told me this. People from the inside. People just say shit, bro. Again, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's one thing that I've always thought when it comes to sports media coverage because, and here's my reasoning for saying that, because there's no way to verify the shit. People will come out and say, oh, well, I talked to a random source here. An anonymous source said that. Stephen A. Smith got into it with Jaylen Brown from the Celtics last year about the shit. He said, what did he say about Jaylen Brown's that he got told from inside sources that he wasn't marketable or something like that? And Jaylen Brown called him out, like, name the sources. Name the sources. My whole point is that me personally, that's just me. I don't believe anything from anonymous sources or one person say this person told me this or I heard from insiders say this. Put your goddamn name on it, and they never do. Bro.
Access denied.
So that's just me personally, man. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying y'all have to share the same opinion, but I don't believe none of that shit unless the person gonna come out and said, I said this or I have such and such on record saying this. I don't buy none of that shit, bro. But that's just me personally, man. Salute to you for the $20 super chat, bro. Thank you so much, man. Let's see. Salute
Thanks for the tip.
From downtown with the $20 super chat. He says, Archie Manning said his son wouldn't play for the Chargers, and they traded Drew Brees to the Saints and sent Eli to the Giants. Nobody said a word. I live how the Sanders. I live near the Sanders family stayed in. I love how the Sanders family stayed in good spirits while he slept around 5. I did too, bro. I did too. That's one thing I really liked as well, that they were in good spirits about the shit. Because they got money anyway. You know what I'm saying? I do agree with that. I really liked how he stayed in good spirits. I think that was actually one of the best parts of it. But yeah, man, the Archie Manning, but they don't make excuses for it. If Archie Manning does it, if who was the other person that we said just a second ago? But if other players do it, okay, oh yeah, well, they're always make excuses. Why, bro? But that's just me, man. Anonymous sources says MRL, Facts Hoops says, well, LeBron just never, people just can make shit. When it comes to sports, bro, sports in particular, that's why I always call it sports. Like, this is sports shit. I don't take a lot of sports shit seriously, a lot of like debates about it seriously, because people talk about shit in a way where a lot of things just can't be confirmed. And anonymous sources or sources on the inside tell me that he didn't interview well and all this kind of, who's the proof? Y'all got any video? Who was the source? What day? What happened? You never hear about this shit. All you have is hearsay from a third party. And I've been knowing that for years. That's why I just never take that shit seriously. Anonymous source, fuck all that, bro. That's just a motherfucker talking. And that's if they actually even talk to somebody. I wholeheartedly believe that they'll make up some shit on the spot. Stephen A will say, oh, I have a source within the Knicks organization that such and such, such and such. Be like, nigga, I ain't talked to nobody because ain't nobody gonna fact check me, bro. Salute to you from downtown for the $20 bomb.
Thanks for the tip.
Appreciate you, bro. Salute to Daniel. He says, I gotta go to work. See you and the Do Better Squad in the next live. Salute to you, Daniel. 45 pounds. Appreciate you, bro. Salute to Tone the Virgo. Tone says, just want to label a successful black athlete Giants. Just want to label a successful black athlete Giants. Basically label him as unprepared. When they mention Coach Vic, they remind us about dog fights. Yeah, bro, man, they still talk about the goddamn dog fighting, bro. 15 years later, man. Salute to you, Tone. I forgot. Vic is a coach somewhere. Salute to him, bro. Salute to you from downtown He says Eli was drafted by the Colts. He threatened to go to baseball. They got him on the Broncos. Exactly, man. Exactly, bro. Salute to the International Quiet Storm. Hide the money, y'all. Hide the money.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
What's the International Quiet Storm with the $101 super chat? I see you, bro.
My shoes cost more than your house.
Salute to the International Quiet Storm, who is now our show sponsors. Let me see here. One time for the one time.
You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Now give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! My shoes cost more than your house.
Salute to you, Quiet Storm. What you got, bro? Now our show sponsor. What you got, Quiet Storm? Sorry, I'm extremely busy at work and can't be in the chat for a little while. Since I'm here, can I talk to Ric Flair? I need his advice. Salute to you, bro. My bad, man. Salute to the International Quiet Storm, who is our show sponsor. Make sure we show him some love in the chat. That's big energy.
Oh my!
Salute to you, Quiet Storm. Give me 1 second, and I'll update you as our show sponsor. So to Project Leroy with the $2 super chat. These anonymous people don't stand on their word. That's what I'm saying, bro. And again, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that, to me, that's the reality of sports, because, and the reason they do that, because nobody's going to fact check them. You'll just say anonymous source, and people are like, okay, they just run with it.
Thanks for the tip.
They just run with it, man. So I can't even knock them for doing it, because you can say some bullshit knowing that 99 times out of 100, no one's going to fact check you. I mean, I'm saying this is just when it comes to sports. I'm not talking about life overall, but definitely when it comes to sports reporting, because they just say that anonymous shit, and everybody runs with it as if it's law. Oh, and this anonymous source said such and such, such and such. You know what I mean? Salute to you, Project Leroy. That's just my 2 cents. Salute to you, Quiet Storm. Give me 1 second. I'll get you updated as our show sponsor. Salute to NYG, man. He says, okay, if he's good, he should have no problems beating out Flacco and Gable, right? Wagers on him starting? Yeah, man. I mean, I'm guessing he should if he's really if he's really as good as they think he is. I wouldn't imagine why that would be a problem. Salute to you, bro. Especially Flacco. Flacco, like 87 years old. Salute to you, NYG, man. Thank you so much, man. Salute to CJ So Major. He was projected to make up 40 mil. He was projected to make up to 40 mil as a top 10. Now just 4.6. Yeah, man. That's a killer, bro. That definitely sucks, but hopefully he'll be able to make that up on the back end, once he gets that monster contract. If he has the ability to do so. So yeah, man, that sucks. But I guess one thing ain't as bad as he not coming from a broke family. So salute to you, CJ So Major. Thank you so much, man. All right, let's get back to it. We got another clip here. I wanted to hear directly from some NFL players, like you said, not anonymous sources. So they got I forgot about the homie Shannon Sharp. I forgot about him and his indiscretions lately. They got him talking to Ocho Cinco about this clip right here is before he got drafted. I think when he started falling, this is when they talked about that. So let's see. Salute to Chad Harvey. The Cleveland Browns, the cursed franchise. I wish showed her the best. Me too. That's what I'm saying, bro. Excuse me. It just sucks that he went to Cleveland. Like, if he would have went to another spot.
Thanks for the tip.
Oh, man. It's just, I don't have confidence. And then that's another thing. Who used to talk about this? I used to follow somebody in sports who used to talk about this all the time. I can't remember who it was. I can't remember if it was Jalen Rose, if it was Jalen Rose podcast, or who it was. I used to follow somebody, and they used to talk about this, how it's something in sports is never talked about. They were talking about basketball, but it relates to football as well. How being drafted into the wrong franchise can alter your career. That's something that's never talked about. You have good players going to shitty franchises, and that's something that's never really discussed, and it can kill the trajectory of one's career just being drafted by a bad team. Just being drafted by the bad team. I can't remember who I used to talk about that, but I know they were talking about specifically like the Sacramento Kings at one point. Let's see. Salute to you, Chad. Yeah, man. That's tough. That's stuff. We're going to move on to the next clip. Put the Cody Marshall with the $5 super chat. Remind me of a player that was the 199th pick and ended up winning several Super Bowls. Tom Brady. All shooter is to prove them wrong. Yeah, bro. I agree. I just wish it wasn't Cleveland, Cody. I just really wish it wasn't Cleveland of all the franchises. But you're 100% right, bro. All you got to do is go out there and ball out, and then nothing else will matter, man. Salute to you, Cody. That's a fact. I just wish it wasn't Cleveland. Salute to 80 Blackman with the $20 bomb.
The money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
The 80 Blackman. It's sports and comic books / sci-fi movies. They would be my source. That would be my source. Trust me, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But I've always felt that way about anonymous sources and insiders tell me, and yeah, I have people telling me this. Man, they just make up that shit again because nobody will fact check them, bro. What we know is Gilbert Arenas, cool. Maybe it was them, but nobody will fact check them. That's why all sports analysts get away with saying that. So me personally, I've always been like that. Not just when it comes to this Shedeur shit, because I don't really give a fuck about football like that. But I've always been that way when it comes to sports analysis and their inside sources. And people tell me this, man. I think majority of the times they're not even talking to somebody, and if they are, put their name on that shit. Nope, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
Access denied.
Who's your source? And I also think that goes back to the league. Players, reporters and all that kind of shit, they should have to answer for those anonymous sources. They should have to say, oh, my source is this, my source is this, such and such told me that. They should be answering that. But since it's not a requirement, they just anonymous source me to death. So the 80 Blackman, appreciate you, bro. All right, we're going to move on. Let's see what Shannon Sharp and then, what's my man name? Ocho has to say about this. Let's go.
Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. We got to start to talk about what happened. Not only yesterday, last night, Ocho, you and I were at Lambeau Field for the first round of the draft. But today, rounds 2 and 3 has passed, and Shedeur Sanders hasn't been selected. 102 picks, 5 quarterbacks selected. Cam Ward went number 1 overall. No surprise there. We knew that once he had his workout, they canceled all other official visits. That told me everything I needed to know. Boom. Now, Jackson Dart, Tyler Shuck, Jalen Milroe, Dylan Gabriel. Now, for context, I want to provide context to Ocho because that's what we like to do here. Daniel Jeremiah had Shedeur, the second-ranked quarterback, 4 days ago. Cam Ward was the 8th overall best player. Shedeur was the 20th best overall player. Jackson Dart, the 36th overall best player. Tyler Shuck, 75th overall best player. Jalen Milroe, 86th. Dylan Gabriel, 148. Mel Kiper Jr., the guru, just 4 days ago, had Shedeur ranked over Cam Ward. He had Shedeur as the 5th best player, Cam Ward as the 6th best player, Jackson Dart as the 28th best player, Tyler Shuck, 46th. Pro Football Focus had him second behind Cam Ward just yesterday morning. But we saw today Cam Ward went first. The Giants traded back into the first round, Ocho, to take Jackson Dart at 25th. Tyler Shuck went 40 to the Saints, and we thought there Shedeur could possibly be 9 to the Saints there. Nope, they take Tyler Shuck. Jalen Milroe, 92nd overall to the Seattle Seahawks, and Dylan Gabriel, 94th to the Browns. Now, they were talking about, well, Shedeur arm, you're outside in Cleveland.
Don't start that shit. No.
I'm providing some context. Give me a second. Give me a second, Ocho. Baltimore outside, Pittsburgh outside, Cincinnati, Cleveland. I don't see where Dylan Gabriel arm is any stronger than Shedeur's. I could be wrong. I could be. But I don't know. And I know I'm going to turn it over to you, Ocho, because I know Joe got questions. I'm going to turn it over to you. I'm going to say this before I do, Ocho. In all my years that I go back to really following the draft and understanding where players are getting drafted, back in 87, in almost 40 years, I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that I wanted. That's one of the things that that point right there is something that really hit me. When you got guys who, like Shannon Sharp's been around the league for 40 years, Ty Proce's look like he's stressed. Bro, he been looking like ever since the lawsuit, bro. Ever since that lawsuit, bro. He actually looked more upbeat now, Ty Pro. Ever since that lawsuit, he be on here like, bro, he barely hanging on by a shred, man. With that being said, that's another thing that stands out to me. How many people are in the NFL saying they've never seen this happen before with a player who is projected to be such high in the draft? Slide, like people slide all the time, but slide all the way down to the 5th round. And then salute to Bomani Jones, man. I heard him talking about it. And he said this, well, he got drafted in the 5th round. That's fine. But why did everyone have him ranked in the 1st round? How are you guys that bad at, if that's the case, how are you guys that bad at ranking someone if you had him projected to be one of the top QBs taken off the board, but he falls to the fifth round? Something don't sound right about that, but I'm going to let them cook.
I've never seen nothing like this myself. Obviously, I know I only played a short time, but I've been around long enough to know. Obviously, the 11, 12 years I did play, and all the time I've been retired and enjoying the game and watching it from afar and understanding how good players are, regardless of what scouts may say. The eye in the sky doesn't lie. I watched Shedeur play from high school to college at Jackson State to what he was able to do at Colorado. I want everybody to understand that you're never bigger than the program. You'll never be bigger than the program no matter who you are. And they will show you, they will always remind you at any given time, if at any point you think you are bigger than the program. And that is all we're seeing. That's all we're seeing right now. Joe, that is all we are seeing right now, regardless of who you are. There's some things I think Prime might have said, I don't want to quote it, but where he said it similar to,
there's some places I don't want to go. We're not going to go.
Bingo. What Archie Manning said when it came to Eli. Same thing. No different. Anyway, I got something today I really want to read. Chad, I want you to listen to me real quick. I'm not here to stir up. I'm happy for everybody that got drafted. I want you to listen to something that was sent to me on Instagram. Chad, y'all stay with me real quick and just listen to me very, very closely. What we are witnessing once again is the machinery of a system that has never quite known what to do with a free black man, much less than a free black family. The NFL, with all its pageantry and power, finds itself uncomfortable, even threatened, when the likes of the Sanders family walk into a room, not asking for a seat at the table, but daring to bring their own. Deion, Shedeur, this family has refused to shrink to fit the confines laid out for them. And so the machine does what it has always done. It seeks to diminish, to distort, to remind them and us that there is still a place for black folk. It is not at the head of the table. But in tragedy, you see, it's not in their refusals to bow, but is in the nation's fear of black excellence unchained. The fear that has always been the real danger, not the power of our stride, but the shadow we cast when we stand upright, unafraid, and unapologetically ourselves.
Yeah. I was talking to my sister. She said, well, you think Shedeur? I said, Libby, I'm gonna be honest with you. If he don't go in the 2nd round, I think he might slide out of the 3rd.
Master Billion B says this was personal with the owners. They didn't want the Sanders to have the power in the NFL. That's a fair point.
It's all a game. It's all a game.
I see you, Jay.
Look, Ocho,
it's a game.
Your draft story, my brother's draft story was a lot different than mine. My brother didn't have to wait long. 1st round, 7th pick, boom, he gone. On a plane to Green Bay, boom. 2nd round.
Hey, with red flags. With character issues, school to school, bounce from over and over. Why'd he go here? Why'd he go here? Bad. Still, 2nd round. We taking a chance on him. There ain't no off the field issues with Shedeur.
Nope.
No issues, no nothing. Oh, he's arrogant. Oh, he's
good.
cocky.
Great.
I have a question. What was Johnny Manziel?
Cocky. Oh, give you one better. Baker Mayfield.
What was Baker Mayfield? Okay, now, what I will say, when it comes to college and you watch film, that motherfucker, I'm sorry, Johnny Manziel and Baker Mayfield, boy, they played what they were absolutely awesome.
Yes.
But again, you can't take away what Shedeur was able to do at a Denver, Colorado team that won one game. They come back the next year with Shedeur, win 4, and I'm not sure what their record
4 or
was
5.
this
I think
past
they won
season.
5, and then the next year I think they win 9.
Yeah.
I heard, what did I hear, Ocho? I heard someone says that his confidence doesn't match his game. So in other words, he does a lot of talking, and his game is not indicative of the type of bravado. What?
Hey, Uncle Ocho. So
my
question is, do y'all even think he'll get drafted at this point? I mean, what we do? We threw 3 rounds already.
Ooh, Lord have mercy, Joe.
Hey,
I mean, that's what I started thinking about. I'm like, hold on, how do you skip it? I'm only watching. I'm trying to see 2 get drafted. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm hoping he goes in the 4th round.
Yeah,
because here's Ocho. Okay, let me ask you this: teams that needed a quarterback, what did they do? They took a quarterback in the 2nd or the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Well, if you already took a quarterback in the 2nd or 3rd round, what's the likelihood of you taking a quarterback in the 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th round?
Right. So now you're telling me the people that you did pick in the 2nd and 3rd round, you feel they're better than Shedeur. So at what point does he come on a team? As I'm not even gonna mention anything about free agency. What if they prove a point and make him wait to the 7th?
It's possible, Ocho.
What point are they trying to prove? Especially at this point, Joe. I've never ever seen anything like this. I'm not talking about black and white. I ain't talking about none of that. I'm talking about based on what I've seen on film with my own eyes,
based on where he was ranked.
Compared to other quarterbacks outside of Cam Ward. What are we looking at?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not a scout. I'm not a GM, but I do have common sense and I do understand and know the game. You're not telling me everybody that has drafted before him. What are we talking about? Again, I'm happy for everybody that got drafted.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
we're not trying to diminish anybody. We're trying to make light up. We're trying to make sense of what we're seeing with Shedeur, because I think the thing is what's Ocho. If there is an injury that we didn't know about, we saw Will Howard, the cornerback out of
Yeah.
He had a propensity when they gave him the scan. They say he has a high risk for a knee injury, so he slid down. Okay, if there's a red flag that we don't know about. But I don't. The guy got great. He was on the, I think, the honor roll. I think he had a great GPA.
Yeah.
He's never been in trouble. The numbers speak for themselves. So for me to see a guy rated this high with no issues, that's what's puzzling. Like I said, Ocho, you and I don't know. Excuse me. What those 32 teams and how they view him.
Right.
You know, they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You think that's good? I don't think that bad. You like red, I like black. You like this, I like that. So I don't know. I don't know. Based on the rankings of all these people that get paid to do this, and it's their opinion, it's subjective. But nobody, I don't think anybody really has Shedeur past Cam Ward's, like Mel Kiper had Shedeur 1 as far as quarterback. Most everybody had him 2 behind Cam Ward. But to see this precipitous fall, this precipitous drop, and guys, I mean, some guys had Dylan Gabriel, what he had him ranked, the 148th best player. Milroe, the 86th best player. Tyler Shook, 75th. Shedeur almost never got past the 20th best player in the draft. He was 20th on some people's board. He was the 5th best player on some people's board. And he's a day 3 possible. Well, that's it. It's day 3. So you get 1, 2, and then you go, rounds 4 through 7.
Listen, I've never seen collusion like this before, ever. I've never seen it. And you know what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. For those that are watching, for those that are in the chat, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those that were drafted before him. I'm just saying, based on my knowledge of the game and understanding of football and what I've watched throughout the years, especially from that specific position. Now, the only thing I can say, the only red flag for them, it's his approach to the game and his confidence. I'm assuming that they don't like that, but how do you not want a player to feel the way he feels? How do you not want a player that believes in himself and his skill set and what he's done and worked his ass off to get to? That could be the only thing, but that can't be a bad thing because there have been other players that have come before him that approached the same game with that same demeanor and same attitude and belief, similar to him. So to me, it really makes no sense. But again, nothing, and they will always time and time remind us.
Thanks for the
in
tip.
certain instances that you will never be bigger than the machine or the program, and that's all this is. That's all it comes down to.
So let me grab the super chat. Salute to Project Libra. He says, "Did you see the prank call that the ATL coach did to Shedeur that day?" Yeah, I saw you got that prank call. That prank call was some bullshit, bro. But that really was, because he said, if I read online correctly, he said the phone that he had, it was like a new phone, and that only select people from franchises had his phone number, and then it was one of those guys. Was it the Atlanta's coach's son who did the shit? Like, to me, that's just corny, bro. That's just corny, bro. It was his coach's son. And people were saying online that, because I think he came out with an apology, and people was on his ass about it. People like, oh, it's just a fun joke. No, bro, that's some bullshit, because that came straight from a NFL coach. His son did that shit. I'm like, man, kick his ass out of school. Do something.
Bang! It's good.
I'm usually not about, like, people, unless they do something detrimental, people being punished for shit like that. But shit like that, man, get his ass out of here, bro. No, that was some bullshit, man. I think that goes past unprofessionalism for that's your son. If it was some random troll, that's different. But the only way he got that number from his father, bro, who happened to be the head coach of the team. Fuck out of here, bro. I definitely think it should be some punishment for that, just off GP, man. Those are from downtown, 296 with the $5. NYG, man, yes, Sanders would have been a better pick than Abdul Carter. Carter already needed surgery on his foot. The best ability is availability. Salute to you. That's a fair point, bro. Salute to you from downtown. Let's see. Salute to Jay Stuker. He says, if he had led Colorado to at least the semifinals in the playoffs, he would have been drafted earlier, in my opinion. That's fair. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Salute to you, Jay Stuker. Thank you so much, man. Mr. Gino says, thinking some money got traded to get, you said, thinking some money got traded to get every team to do this, Theo. Man, I don't know, man. Maybe if it's money, Mr. Gino. I seen MRL say in the chat, maybe it's just the master plan to get him to be dropped so low that way, they don't have to pay him as much money. A 5th round pick compared to a first rounder. So it's not no telling, man. We'll probably never, ever get to the bottom of it. But I do believe it was a situation in which they were making a son pay for, quote unquote, his father's sins, which to me, his father's sins is just being Deion Sanders, the man who he's always been, his entire life. So yeah, man, I think it's kind of wild, bro. But salute to you, Mr. Gino.
Thanks for the tip.
But I just don't like the people. Well, one thing personally I don't like is just them talking about how arrogant he is, and again, these reports are coming out, and he wasn't there for the interviews. Again, man, nobody knows that shit. When you hear these teams talk about, oh, sources tell me this, they don't know that shit. They weren't in the room. Name the play. Now, if they start naming, hey, I'm VP of the Jacksonville Jaguars or the Tennessee Titans. We interviewed Shedeur here at this time, and here's what was said. That'd be totally different. Like, oh shit, he got it on the record. But that's all they just throw it out there, and then people will run with that shit. Because white people gonna run around. Because again, this doesn't apply to all white people. But when it comes to racism, the topic in general, they are stronger they will spend more energy trying to deny the racism than actually trying to fix it. So it don't take nothing for white people to come out. Oh man, no, that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. That's never the case with them, acting as if they don't know the history of this goddamn country. Different subject for a different day. Salute to you, the Divine Photos, with the $5 super chat. Tom Brady was the 199th pick he was the 199th pick in the 6th round of the draft. Joe Montana was the 82nd pick in the 3rd round. Greatness can happen anytime. That's a fact, Divine Photos. Absolutely. He's definitely gonna have the opportunity to ball out in Cleveland. I just wish he went goddamn Cleveland. Salute to you, Divine Photos. Even if we went to the shit, I prefer the goddamn Jets over Cleveland. That's not saying much. Salute to you, Divine. Salute from downtown. Shout out to ISO Joe. Yeah, salute to Joe Johnson. ISO Joe. ISO Joe was nice, bro. Joe Johnson was nice, man. I'm glad people give Joe Johnson his flowers, man. ISO Joe, man. Salute to you from downtown. Salute to G Honda. They've been doing that more on Nightcap. They be having the NBA players come on. They had Antoine Walker on there the other night. Salute to G Honda. What you got, G Honda? I don't give a fuck about none of that. We busted Schrader ass, Steel City for like, okay, man, there you go, bro.
Thanks for the tip.
There you go. I'm happy for you, G Honda and your Steelers, man. Salute to you, bro. Salute to CJ So Major. I'm a Cowboys fan, but definitely will be supporting his career. Oh, yeah, man. I'm not a fan of any team in particular, but definitely rooting for the brother for damn sure.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
Salute to CJ So Major. Let's get back to it.
And it could be a good thing for him too. You know what I mean? If he do get an opportunity, he carry that chip on his shoulder, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
For all the doubters, the naysayers, the people who didn't believe in him, the teams who continue to pass up on him. You know what I mean? You use that fire and desire when you touch the field, bro. You know, you let them know what's up. So I don't know. It could be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, but see, if people with Tom Brady went in the sixth round, but Tom Brady wasn't as rated as high as Shedeur. Tom Brady was a backup basically his whole career except the last 6-7 games of his senior season.
Right.
So that's the difference. And like I said, Tom Brady turned out to be what Tom Brady turned out to be. I had a very similar story to Shedeur because people like, well, if he was that good, why didn't he go to a D1 school? Well, with my grades, I couldn't have got into JUCO. Only place I could get into because there was no, you didn't have to have the same standardized testing grade to get into a Division II school as you did a Division I. Because my year, Ocho, 1986, it would have it. That was the first year of Prop 48.
Yeah.
So you had to make 700. Remember I told you my credit score by 4?
Yeah.
That was also my SAT score by 4. Now they give you 100 to put your name on the thing. I don't know. I might have got that wrong. You know what I'm saying, Joe? I might have left the E off. I might have left the E off for my own name. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Joe. Hey, don't hold me to that now.
I'm laughing y'all in the chat. Brother Grundy says, that's what I said. Brady wasn't projected that high. Exactly, bro. Young Jay says Joe Johnson equals Timu T-Mac. Bro, Young Jay, ISO Joe was good, though. Timu T-Mac is funny. ISO Joe was good. I don't think Joe ever won the chip. Joe played for some bad teams, though, man. I don't think Joe ever won a championship, man. Salute to you, Joe Johnson.
Don't hold me. I'm laughing with you because I was a Prop 48 when I went to college too. I didn't have my ACT score, and it was challenging, bro. We took ACT. We didn't take the SAT. We took the ACT.
And back then, Ocho, I played a game that Friday night, and then my sister drive me to Georgia Southern to take that test. Man, they passing out them tests, and I'm looking at all them students, they writing. I'm just sitting there like, I don't know nothing on here.
Listen, you know what's funny? Listen, I ain't even got no business laughing. I don't even have no business laughing because you got to understand. I had my red flags and my character issues going to the league because of my reason for bouncing around from school to school. You got to understand, I graduated from Beach High. Hell, I ain't even graduated from goddamn high school on time. My grade was so bad. Listen, Joe, don't laugh, Joe. I swear for God, listen, we family. We can talk now. We can talk. We family.
I'm a fast forward. They just talking about how bad their grades was in college. Goddamn unk ass. Didn't he spell his name right on his SAT? Shit. Let's see.
Roommate stole my Pell Grant money. My grandma say, "Listen, baby, I've done all I can with you. I wash my hands. I got to send you to your mom out there in LA. Let me see what she could do with you." That's how I ended up at Santa Monica College, 1997 with Steve Smith. Boom. That's 2 years down. So I played with Steve that first year. Lo and behold, here I go again. Not going to class. I'm thinking, my skill set is gonna get me through the door. Man, the people don't play that. They don't play that out there in Santa Monica. Oh no. Hey Joe, I'm ineligible the third year.
I'm fast forward a little bit more.
Thanks for the tip.
For one scholarship, I had 2 schools off.
They're gonna bring it back to Shedeur right now.
Oregon State, man. I was there 4 months. I ain't go to nan class. I ain't go to no classes. I already
know what it was.
Yeah, this is my last shot. My singular focus was straight football. Hey Joe, I showed out at Oregon State that little 4 months I had, and I got drafted in the second round despite all my issues and all my troubles, all my off the field stuff. I ain't looked back since.
Hey, they asked me, they say, well, Shannon, Your grades, what the rest of them? I say these ain't looking too good, and the ones that coming tomorrow ain't gonna look much better. So I don't know what y'all. Oh, Joe, I don't know what y'all hoping for, but that's all I got for you.
Hey,
that's it.
Hey,
listen,
my freshman year. Hey, look, my freshman year in college, Ocho and Ark, I was Prop 48, so I couldn't play the first semester.
Right.
Yeah.
As a freshman, I can go to the games. I got to sit in the stands. I got to watch the dude. I got to watch my homies grind out there. You know what I mean? I can't compete. I'm like, so it built up a fire in me. So when I did get eligible, I just took it out on everybody in the SEC.
Right.
Bro. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you're supposed
to. Sometimes when things get delayed a little bit, you know, you can muster up some fire to continue.
Mm-hmm.
You can muster up some fire that when you get out there, you can let them know what's up. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
so
for sure.
That's why when it goes back to Shedeur, man, you know, wherever he goes, bro, I'm sure he'll be happy. And hopefully he wore that chip, man. He let them know what's up. You know, get back in that lab.
Let me grab these super chats real quick. Top Pro says the biggest thing I hate about YouTube is the bootlickers. Y'all wasting around. Bro!
Bang! It's good!
I'll let you call it out, bro. And it shows, bro. And it is funny, man, because it shows so much, bro. When certain topics like this, they can't help themselves. They be popping out. And then, too, another time I tell you, Top Pro, they pop out. They pop out if we do the dash, like if we have like a dash cam show, like where it's all dash cams, man, and you see like if something questionable happen, they be all up. Oh, I see them, bro. Every time they peep their head up, and I'm like, oh yeah, this motherfucker's in the chat, bro. Oh yeah, I trust me, bro. I see it too. Look at the Divine Photos. He says Johnny Manziel was an alcoholic and Baker Mayfield's cocky, but still drafted high. It shows the owner are intimidated by a confident brother, man. That's one of the things, bro, is that, and also think to send a message to Deion. But again, I also don't believe that what people are saying is like Deion Sanders is going to be a distraction. This motherfucker got a whole entire program, again, on the other side of the country or wherever, you know. He has an entire program to run. What are you going to be up here? What are you going to be calling your organization? Let's say he didn't even get drafted by Cleveland, but before. He's going to be calling y'all organization, telling y'all what plays to call. Oh, my son ain't doing this, my son ain't doing that. That motherfucker played in the NFL for years. You know how that shit go. I just think that's an excuse. Salute to you, Divine Photos. It's facts, bro. The Mark the Guardian. You can't sell Sanders. You can't tell Sanders. I think you can't say Sanders is worse than Taylor Gabriel, a 25-year-old injury-prone Tyler, show to anyone, even if you gave them free ice cream. Okay, I think it says,
welcome to Death Row.
You can't tell me Sanders is worse than Taylor Gabriel, a 25-year-old injury-prone Tyler. Yeah, bro. That's a fact, man. Salute to you, man. Salute to you, bro. He had a couple misspellings there, but I'm picking up what you're putting down, Mark. Appreciate you, bro. Salute to Fred Howard, channel member for 1 year. What you got, bro? He says, salute to the Do Better Squad and you sensitive ear ninjas. And you sensitive ear ninjas. Salute to you, bro. Okay. Let's get back to it.
You're absolutely right.
And the funny thing about it too, Unc, wherever Shedeur comes, wherever he goes, I love the saying, it's not where you get drafted, it's what you do once you get there. And I understand the competitor. I understand the competitor that he is. And wherever he goes, wherever he goes, if it's a team that doesn't have one of the elite superstar quarterbacks, his competitive nature is going to kick in. And there's a chance that he can beat those quarterbacks out, despite whatever odds or collusion they have against Dad. When he gets a chance, he's going to show him. I know that. Just the competitor in him, he's not going to hold his head. He's not going to let it down. He just wants that opportunity. And once they open that door and he closed it behind him, after they playing the game they played these past 2 days, man, child, please.
Man. Yeah, like I said, Ocho, I went through something very similar, and I just remember having a conversation with my brother who came in there that night when I didn't go in the first 3 rounds, and I say, Spank, I went to the East-West Shrine game, I went to the Blue Gray, I went to the Combine. I said, man, them guys that they drafted ain't better than me. I say, they not better than me, Spank. I say, I saw them. I see all of them. I say, I went to the East-West Shrine game, and I was the best receiver there. I said, I said, all I want is an opportunity. Give me a helmet and some shoulder pads. And hey, Whoever comes, hey, I'm gonna throw all y'all ass in the water. Whoever swim back to shore, that's who get it.
Yeah, I like that.
That's it.
And what about the reports? What about the reports? Now, this has happened. Multiple players have done this. He didn't throw at the combine.
Yeah, but he threw at his pro day. Yeah, there have been a lot of guys that don't throw because I want to throw the guys that's familiar with me. I'm familiar with them because it's not like they're gonna bring a guy. You're not gonna bring a guy in on a Sunday and he hadn't thrown to those guys. So I want to see how I know how my guys run routes. They know how I throw the ball. Boom, it's a perfect marriage because I want everybody to look good. And possibly, Ocho, there might be some guys, if I don't throw on my pro day, if I don't throw, guess what? The scouts are not going to come to see them because everybody's not going to be a first or second round pick. Might be some guys get picked up as a free agent. So I want to cast them in a good light.
Yeah.
I just look, it's tough and nothing. When you're going through something, people say you're going to be all right. Hey, at that point in time, Ocho, you ain't really trying to hear that because you can't see. All I can see was what's in front of me. Because it takes a special type of a person to see beyond their circumstances. All I can see is right here. No. Not where I wish to be, not where I'm going to be. Right. Because that's why a lot of people make decisions based on where they are currently, not where they wish to be. It's tough. It's tough. And I heard what you said, and and like I said, I heard people say, well, I mean, he's extremely confident, but his game doesn't match the confidence. Coach Prime, whatever. Look, and I don't know if anybody that's selected now was even in the NFL or selected or in a position.
Welcome to Death Row.
When Prime was there, so I don't know how I wouldn't. Guys, I don't want to make this team's gonna. Ocho, you and I played this game. We've covered this game and we've been around this game a long time. These teams gonna do what the hell they want to do. Now they done told y'all ain't gonna make us have this guy.
Let's see. I'm sorry. I just gotta. Let's see. Stand by 1 second. Florida, you see what I'm saying? He broke it down. How old is race baiting is on that? To me, bro. And this is no offense to you, bro, but I have to say this, bro. Anybody who says race baiting, I can't take you seriously, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, bro. This is America. Regardless of people liking it or not liking it, the reality is race plays into everything in America. Should it? No. But race baiting, that's some shit that white people say to try to deflect from a real issue. Now, you can say, even Ocho said it, that race maybe not played a factor if you want to believe that. But maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't race. Maybe it was just the fact that I'm sorry. I'm distracted. I'm distracted by my neighbor. I'm trying to get on something serious right now. I'm distracted by my neighbor. It's just nigga doing. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I got sidetracked. But when people talk about race baiting or racism, the issue in America, I just think that's a bad faith. This is the fucking country. This is what it is, man. And yes, race does play a role in the majority of things, whether you like it or not. And that's something that I don't know your race. I know this surcharge, I think surcharge. Bro, this is America, bro. It just amazes me when people say like race debate or race doesn't play a factor in anything. You can't be serious.
Access
bro.
denied.
You must live in an entirely different planet again. Oh, I think sometimes, and I hate this too, when black people say like it's a race issue, like a motherfucker is running from the goddamn cops and he gets arrested and shit, and he got 17 warrants. He told I'm arrested because I'm black. I don't like that shit either.
Access denied.
But people never say, certain groups of people always say it's never a race issue. And those people tend to be white.
Cracker ass cracker.
They always say it's never a racial issue at anything. They will look at 5,000 other fucking things and always say it's never a racial issue. And that's bullshit. And that's fucking bullshit. And again, that tends to be white people. Again, I said this shit fucking earlier. And it doesn't apply to all white people. But white people will get more upset at the accusations of racism than actual racism. Let me say that again. White people get more upset at the allegations of racism than actual racism. They'll get mad if you call them that, but they not about to fight no racism. So I'm sorry, bro. That's just, man, with the race card and all this kind of shit, race plays a factor in everything, bro. And I'm not saying it should, but this is where we at. We don't live on planet should. We live on planet Earth, and we live in this country, America, and race involves damn near everything. Stop it.
Back on how this guy's the coach, we gonna do what the F we want to do.
Right.
They're gonna select who they want to select, and they believe that, hey, we believe the guy, and they'll tell you, we believe Dylan Brooks is better than Shedeur. We believe Jackson Dart. We believe Shook. We believe Milroe. We believe their upside is better than Shedeur. How do we prove that it's not? I mean, Dylan Gabriel did had like 150. I mean, he got what, 16, 17,000 yards. He got 130, 140 plus touchdowns.
Oh, that's cool. I'm not talking about what y'all was talking about, Skinny Boy. I didn't even know he was talking to you. I was talking about his one specific point where people be using race bait and act as if racism plays zero factor in going on in America. I'm not just talking about this shit. I'm talking about overall, bro. I don't trust anybody who's like that, man, especially if they black. Talking about that race doesn't play a factor or race baiting is it. And when people say that, to me, it's disingenuous because you act like you don't know the history of this fucking country. Not coming at you, Skinny Boy, or Sir Charles. I ain't coming at him. I'm just talking about in general. People try to act as if race doesn't play an issue in anything. That's fucking bullshit. We all got goddamn history books. Come on, man. I think it's worse. I think it's even worse when it comes to black people, bro. I think it's even worse when it's black people regurgitating that same shit. All right, man. That's all I got.
I'm just saying.
I'm off my soapbox.
I don't know what. Chat, I'm at a loss. I normally would be able to give you a good excuse or a good reason. I don't like to use the word excuse. I would like to give you a reason why I think a person or a player slid. I have some intel, red flag, even though I won't tell you exactly, but I would, hint around and then I'll let you deduce it for yourself. Okay, I don't got nothing. I don't got nothing. It's not about grades. He doesn't have a pre-existing condition. He doesn't have, the character issue that he has, he's extremely confident. He believes in himself, which is, I think, one of the most important things you can have as an athlete is confidence, a belief in you. Because if you don't believe in you, who the hell else will, Joe?
Yeah.
Nobody. You always got to believe in yourself, man, utmost.
All those days when I was training alone, wasn't nobody there. No coaches saw it. No other players. I did this. I believed in me. I believed that I was preparing for something greater. Even though the circumstances that I was in currently, look, it should tell you something. Yes, his dad gave him great opportunity, great coaches. He was with Brady and he had a throwing coach, whatever the case may be. Isn't that what parents supposed to do? Put their kids in the best situation so they can succeed. So why would if I had the opportunity to put my kids in a situation that I think will enhance them or help them succeed, nah, I'm not going to do that. I want you to get it out the mud like I did. What kind of sense does that make?
None at all.
Man.
So listen, if you don't need 20/20 vision, and those in the chat, even if you don't like Shedeur, those in the chat, even if you don't like Prime, if you have common sense and you've been watching and seeing what's going on, you know what it is at this point. You know exactly what it is. I mean, it doesn't need to be said. Even if you feel the players that have gotten drafted before, if you feel the players that have gotten drafted before Shedeur at the quarterback position, even if you feel they're better, even if you do, you still know what it is. And if you don't, you're just purposely being naive based on a personal vendetta that you might have against, the Sanders family. This has never, ever, 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 ever been done. Ever been done.
I've never seen it.
And people saying he's not good and he can't play at the next level. Like stop, man. Stop. Quarterback is one of the hardest positions to find, which is why some teams haven't had success in eons.
Mm-hmm.
But all of a sudden, come on now. Come on.
Shedeur even got prank called by someone pretending to be from an NFL team and said, have to wait a little longer.
Yeah, that shit was
whoever
whack.
did this, man, y'all some clowns, bro.
Out of pocket. Man.
I don't even know why you would do that. I mean, at that moment, guys on edge, and you're just hoping that you get a call. That's the call you're really hoping that you get.
Yeah.
Obviously, you want to get it as early as you possibly can.
Yeah.
And then somebody plays on the phone.
Yeah, Vanessa, you can come back.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
You can come back.
Really, guys? Come on, man. Sean Payton says he's very surprised Shedeur hasn't been drafted yet. There'll be this chip on his shoulder. There'll be this chip on his shoulder. And beware, because this guy is going to play in this league. Shedeur is in good spirits after not getting drafted in day 2. God don't make mistakes. I got faith in God no matter what.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
Check this out. Tyler Shook was Justin Herbert's backup. He's 8 days older than Trevor Lawrence. Was a freshman at Oregon with Bol Bol. He turns 26 when the season starts, and he's had 3 seasons that ended in injury. So now you talk about, Ocho, remember I said, does he have an injury history? Does he have red flags that we don't know about?
Right.
Here's a guy that's about to be 26. Had seasons in 3 different occasions
for the tip.
with an injury. All I'm saying, y'all chat, take and do with that whatever you like. I think it's right. I think we have to, Ocho and I, when we talk sports or we have to give you context. It says, okay, this guy went here. Because I'm trying to explain, well, Shannon, maybe he has a pre-existing condition. Maybe there's a character issue off the field.
Let me grab the super chats in 1 second. I was 2 seconds off. I'm gonna look at quiet. So quietest don't run shit here. No, it ain't even that.
Bang! It's good.
You don't like when we watching Turn Away. People act like that's not an option. Let's see. Anybody can get this shit. If I have time on my mods, anybody else can get that shit. Y'all better relax. Salute to Fred Howard. I got this one. Salute to Daryl Welch joining the channel membership. Salute to you, Daryl. Thank you so much, man. Salute to Tone the Virgo. He says, Saints, where I believe Shedeur would be a better fit. Really drafted a guy who never started much in college, 25 years old, couldn't make a simple throw. Yeah, bro. I seen that as well. I think the Saints would have been a good pick too, man. And let's get back to it. Yeah, don't rush the host.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
People done got a little comfortable with it. Let's get back to it.
Maybe he has some kind of a problem. We don't know. But we know one guy is about to be 26. I don't know about you, Ocho, but when I got drafted, I was 22.
True. I don't even know how old I was.
I was 22. As a matter of fact, I got drafted in April. I was 21 when I got drafted. I turned 22 in June. This guy's about to turn 26. There's nothing we can do. We can just talk about it and then hope Shedeur makes the best of it. Joe, let me ask you this. What do you think? What's the equivalent of something like this happening in the NBA? Do you know a player that was rated extremely high, and not only did he fall out of supposed to be a lottery pick, maybe a top 5 lottery pick, slid all the way out of the first round, slid all the way out of the second round because they only have 2 rounds in the NBA, and ended up having to become a NBA free agent?
The one person I can really remember is probably Rashard Lewis. Him sitting in the green room because that to the draft, and I think he was probably the last one in the green room. And I think he thought he was going.
We good. We at the end of the clip now. Quiet Storm, shut up. Quiet Storm is a fool, bro. You a goddamn fool. Oh, man, we gonna move on to the next clip. That whole line makes me laugh. Can't be doing Valerie like that. Quiet Storm. Let's move on to the next clip. Let's move on to the clip. I see you too, Karma Girl. I saw you, Karma Girl. That is so funny. Quiet Storm is stupid, bro. We gonna move on. We at the end of that clip. That's great. That made my day, bro. Oh man, that's funny. Salute to Val. Where's Valerie at, man? Salute to you, bro. All right, we'll move on for the next clip. I had my share. I wanted to get the insight from for some actual NFL players. Anyway, so I thought this was crazy. We're gonna switch over to something else. I got the coffee pod with Shisha Zed. He's reacting to the pop the balloon. And this is kind of sad. It's funny, but it's kind of sad at the same time. So I thought this clip was pretty good. We'll play it. It's not that long. You're not thug enough. Woman rejected a successful Christian doctor. The ones that not Pink, but oh my God, Kendra G always talks about, well, the women on her show always talk about, and that's God-fearing man. I want a man that's God-fearing. And this dude was very specific about his religion, and none of the ladies picked him. Let's go.
My name is Jonas Tikeste.
Jonas, how old are you?
I'm 32 years young.
And what do you do?
I am a doctor of physical therapy. So if you guys have back pain or foot pain from those heels, I can help you out. I'm a real estate investor. I also love God. Jesus changed my life. He set me free. He's why I am this way. I'm super happy.
Vanessa, I love you.
And I'm just looking for a woman to build a kingdom with and generational wealth with.
Okay, we love that. So now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I love to exercise. I love to travel. I love to learn as well.
Okay. And what are you looking for in a woman?
I'm looking for a woman who loves God and just who does have a nice career and also who is very nice on the inside as well.
We know for a fact Jezebels are sitting there going, this man doesn't sound like the devil. It's not for me, right? Not enough toxic traits for my guy. Oh man, this seems like it's just not going to go that well. Knowing what I've seen on this show from not every one of them, but almost every single one of them, you're just not going to like this.
That as well.
All right. What are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers, if she doesn't believe in God, if she just is inside of her home, and if she's not nice on the inside. So.
All right. We like that. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping.
I'm Brittany. I am 28.
Okay. And Brittany, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I popped my balloon just off of first glance. I wasn't a fan of the full outfit. It's very nice, but it just wasn't what I was looking for.
She's looking for that street attire. That street attire.
Drink the coffee. It'll make you feel better.
Looking too dapper, my guy.
I'm Janine. I'm 28.
Why did you end up popping your balloon?
Honestly, I think you're dressed very nice. I love everything that you said.
But
it was just off of initial attraction. It just kind of felt like we wouldn't match personalities.
Just to say he was moving his hands too much. What? Y'all trip, bro.
Like, you're very well spoken, and that's really, really good. I'm just looking for someone with a little bit, a little gangster lean in him.
Just say he's not for. He's this dude gay. How do you know? How do you know this nigga gay?
It's good.
How do you know he's gay? And if he was gay, why'd he come on the show?
Just a little bit, not too much, but yeah.
I hope she gets all the gangster lean that the future has planned for. I hope she gets so much gangster lean that she doesn't know what to do with it, and we'll be here to make sure we cover that.
But yeah, thank you.
Deanna, and I'm 29.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
The initial attraction, I would say again, the haircut. Specific with that, I'm sorry. Okay. But yeah, it would be the haircut for me. He has everything, it sounds like, together, so yeah.
Okay, so what kind of haircut do you like?
Like low. I just needed low and all around. Yeah, man. Okay.
She lied. Let's be honest.
He has jazz hands.
That was your deal breaker. Something that can be changed in like 1 to 3 weeks or something like that. Nah, she falls in line with the rest of them. He comes across maybe too nice. And they don't like that. They don't like that.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I'm Ashley, and I am 26.
Right. Ashley, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I just see us being like really good friends. Like that's all. Like you're very handsome. I love the way you talk. Like you have really good energy. Like that's why I feel like we should be like best friends. That's why. That's the only thing.
Okay. So no romantic vibes.
No romantic vibes. Just like really good friends.
Actually gonna pop.
Okay.
Damn. At least they're keeping it real. And this is why, guys, I say, and I've always said, being the nice guy results in pains, suffering, and long-term friendships
I agree with
women
this.
who you'd rather be romantic or sexually involved with. And chicks will look you dead in the eyes and say, but we love nice guys. No, you don't. No, you don't. This man here just needs a bit of coffee, right? He needs one of these chicks to give him a bit of play one time, put him through the ringer just one time, just a little bit, just roughed up a little bit of pain, a little bit of suffering. He needs to look at these chicks just a little bit sideways.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Then they'll say, there's something about him that I like. That he won't put up with my shit would be a big part of it. And if you're listening to this, bro, just keep watching.
Hold up. Huh? Do you always time this? I didn't even. What are you time? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I didn't time you out. What are you talking about?
The coffee pot. You won't be able to. You won't be able to know what to do with the amount of women who are attracted to you. I promise. And it's not about going through this and becoming bitter, but it's about being a man who is good instead of nice. This is a result of maybe parents. It could be two, but most likely just a mother who did an amazing job raising up a nice young man. But they don't like nice young men. They just don't. There's no other way of putting it. They don't like nice young men. And this is not just toxic women. Women in general don't like nice young men.
Actually gonna pop.
I did.
Gonna pop in.
I think
this says you timed me out. I did not do it again. Like right now. Bye.
he's really attractive. It's just when
No,
I
I'm
see
not
him, I
gonna
don't
tell you
see
about it.
like my man, very attractive. I love your career. I'm also getting my doctorate, so I love that.
Bro, get a hold of me. Get a hold of me. They'll tell you, don't do it. Don't do it. You talk, get a hold of me. I feel terrible just watching this.
Doctorate, so I love that. It's just attraction wise, I don't know, like friends, cool, talk a little bit, but
No, I'm just messing with around. I ain't gonna time her out again.
I'm not feeling like, Okay. So yeah.
So you're gonna pop your balloon?
I'm gonna pop.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
My name.
You got to commend them for the honesty to an extent here, because what they really mean is, you have all these great attributes, but I don't look at you and can imagine myself getting aroused by you as a man. This is the truth.
I agree with Shisha that I respected they being honest with him. They ain't like dragging him along. But I just didn't understand other than him not being thuggish. Somebody said he had jazz hands. I didn't see that. And I'm messing with you, Vanessa. I'm not going to time you out again. Or I might. Hey, who knows? But the dude's tall. He don't look like a bad-looking dude. He a doctor. He's a fucking doctor.
I'm a PhD.
He's religious, and I can understand a woman who's not religious not wanting to interact with a religious person. I get that. I don't want no woman that's super religious, because y'all obviously know my ass not religious. I get that. But other than that, but like I said, people was calling out, they clipped out all his gay moments. Maybe that's what it is, Top Bro, because I missed it. I was watching like, this looks like a normal dude. He's just not a thug. He's just a regular black person. But, man. I don't know. I seen somebody said a non-FBA hairline. I can see that, but I mean, he just seemed like a regular dude. Maybe they edited out those parts, Top Bro. Maybe that's what it is.
I mean, a lot of men have been there.
You got to see. Okay, right? Maybe that's fair.
A lot
that's
of
fair.
men have been there.
Jessica says you got to see the whole clip. Okay, maybe that's fair, because I didn't see that on here. That's why I was wondering, like, why were they saying he was gay? Like, he seemed like a normal dude, but maybe they edited it out, to be fair to y'all.
And if you don't understand this, then you will learn. By the way, the crazy thing about this is the last few chicks who are on the fence would probably put them in the position of like, nah, you know what? Nah, that's a no for me too. Is women are followers when it comes to attraction sometimes. And they see women turning down one guy, they follow. Now, I know I'm going to get the rebuttal from my fellow believers who believe in God. And to that, I would say this. Too often does the church produce men who come across too nice. And too often do I think that, and please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that you need to be toxic, right? You're going to have people in the comment section who are going to say the only way to do it is be a toxic. They love, it's not that you need to be toxic to women. It's that a woman needs to know. You got to ignore the comments because you can. There's a fine line here, right? A woman needs to know that when she is crossing a boundary and a line, you be able to stand up for yourself, and not only for yourself, but for her against somebody else. It's the whole idea of, as a man who aims to be good, you must be able to do some bad things sometimes to protect those that you love and also yourself. And there are plenty of examples of that in the Bible. David being one of them, he was not a coward. You have Samson being one of them. He was not a coward. Many of the men, you have Paul, right? These are straight killers. They'll be categorized as murderers in today's time. But these men were reformed. For example, David, even with his love for God, he was not a punk whatsoever. Check out a few of these comments, see what the people have to say. Top comment here reads.
Let me grab the super chats real quick. Salute to pinball player, channel member for 18 months. Shout out to the NBC and the Do Better Squad. Salute to you, bro. Salute to the CDL gang. Appreciate you, pinball. Salute to Cujo. What you got, Cujo? I feel sorry for my guy. He's in the wrong place. Exactly, bro. And that's why I do think that it's his loss. And I also think, man, like, Pop the Balloon, like, if you guys remember, I reacted to it a little bit because I thought it seemed like everyone was doing it. But I couldn't get into it, man. I couldn't get into it because I think that a lot of people are coming onto their program just to have a viral moment, not really looking to actually meet someone. That's one reason. Another reason is that I think the show's recorded in Phoenix, so it's not like a local area. People are flying in from all over the country. Then they'll come on there and say, I'm not interested in a long-distance relationship.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Then why are you even here? It's just, to me, I don't want to say it's as bad as Kendrick G, but it's low-level shit, man. It's low level, and I think MRL said humiliation ritual for the men. Kind of, sort of. I wouldn't really argue against that, man. It's just that. Not my cup of tea, and I definitely don't think it's the place to actually meet someone of quality. Salute to you, Cujo. Salute to Project Leroy with the $5. What you got, PL? Oh, let's see. Brother Grundy says shit is 100% entertainment, especially now that they have big sponsors. And I saw what you guys were saying too about Shannon Sharp and them losing sponsors from the other podcast. Sucks. So to Shisha, excuse me, Project Leroy. Shisha got it wrong. They disrespected him because they called him a friend. That's a fact, bro. That is a fact. Hence, he can be used for his money and resources. Yeah, I really wish that part stuck out to me last night when I watched it. When the one young lady said, I really love you as a friend. I would have wished that, what's her name, Arlette, would have asked her, well, you said he's dressed decent, said he looked nice. What is it about him that make him a friend and not romantic? I really wish he would have pressed the issue on that, but that is not a compliment.
Access denied.
That is not a compliment whatsoever. Shisha got it wrong. They disrespected him because they call him a friend. That's a fact, man. Hence, he can be used for his money and resources, bro. I'll be goddamn. But no, I agree with you 100% on that, man. Let's get back to it.
We're on Threads right here. Oh, shoot. Let me see. Discard, refresh this page. All right, so top comment here has Kevin Samuels. And by the way, I'm so glad I saw this because it just reminded me of something that Kevin Samuels said that I never forgot, specifically when he came to the Black community. He said something about like an alpha archetype. If I remember this correctly, I'm going to try my best to remember. I don't use that word often because a lot of people misuse the whole alpha thing and beta thing, and I just don't think it's really necessary to really even use those terms at all. But he did say something. He says, in the Black community, we only have one archetype of alpha. They're like stereotypical, like masculine man, and it's like Tupac in a suit. Whereas if you look at other cultures, the doctor who's a highly successful doctor is really respected, or the guy who's a really successful guy in, let's say, trades, or the guy who's really successful in education. He doesn't always have to come with that street tag. Next comment here says, so let me get this straight. Dude's articulate, educated, clearly successful, and gets rejected because he doesn't have thug energy. By the way, there are just chicks out there who, if you don't have, like if you're not street enough, they're not going to consider you. Who cares? Go on to say, But if he dates a white woman, now he's a sellout.
Facts.
Black men are constantly expected to be intellectual thugs who are 6'4", ripped, rich, and street savvy, but also soft, spiritual, and swaggy. It is impossible. It's an impossible standard. No wonder some of us check out. This is true. Someone else who says that man is gay. Come on now. This is a woman. Now we have this chick here calling that man gay.
And I'll see right here, DeMarco, I ain't calling no man gay, all right, until I know for sure. Makes us no better than the sign language chicks. Exactly, bro. Again, maybe they edited, because people in the chat were saying they edited out some of his mannerisms. But I agree with you 1,000%. We be way too quick calling other men gay, bro. That shit is weird to me. But like I said, maybe they edited something out because they said they reacted to this on Media Man, and this is more the edited down version. So maybe he has some flamboyant mannerisms. Then I'll take that back. But this dude seemed like, from this clip, seemed like a normal dude. But teach his own, man.
Unless if you look like you run the streets, you're gay. Here's somebody else who says, I would also pop my balloon for a man that believes in a mythical imaginary deity who's seeking a servant to be the inferior in the house according to their Christian dogma. He's still single at 32. They dodged a sexist bullet. So here you have a feminist, non-believing chick. You know, you're allowed to not believe in God. So.
And yeah, that wasn't even that serious. If you're not a religious woman, you just wouldn't consider him an option. She making up his whole paragraph and shit.
And, you know, hey, have fun out there, right?
I forgot about the eyelids.
It says, white women rubbing their hands like Birdman.
Facts.
Somebody else says, he gives off a neurodivergent vibe to me. Okay, let's see.
A neurodivergent, like it's something wrong with this dude mentally?
This comment from a woman says,
first man said something in the chat.
But are we cooked? Like, what was this? Y'all embarrassed me. These chicks are cooked. These chicks are cooked. Because at the end of the day, with everything I have said, when you get to the end of it, I guarantee you, 80% of these men would have looked back to men like this and said, you know what? I would have taken him even as he is. Coming across too nice. They will look back. Why? Because statistically, probably ending up alone, maybe a couple of kids, you know, you're struggling financially. It's going to get very sad. You know, it's going to get very sad. It will end in tears. Of course, I'm curious to know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. As always, I appreciate you checking out yet another episode of
the Shista, man. Let me move on to the next clip. I got another one I want to play here. First man had said something. First man game had said something in the chat, and now I can't find it, but I wanted to bring up his highlight. But yeah, man, I think it was along the lines of something I'm about to say next is that, and something that was highlighted in the comments of the video that she should just play, and is that white girls gonna love him, and then if he moves on to someone of another race, how many women will call him all type of names and shit, you know what I mean? Like, you don't love your mama black and all this kind of bullshit, because of course not all, but some black women, they hate that interracial shit when it's the black dude dating the white person. But if it's Keisha messing around with Chad, they love them some. They love the interracial dating shit there. So look at Chad Harvey with the $10 super chat. They want a Ghost from Power mixed with Gucci Man from 06.
It's good.
His words, not mine.
He's on fire.
First man said I was saying Becky and Marisol would treat him right. Go where you're accepted. That's a fact, first man.
Goddamn right.
Thank you so much, man, for repeating that comment for me. But yeah, bro, Chad Harvey, they want a Ghost from Power mixed with Gucci Man from 06. Crazy, man. But like I said, to be fair for this particular clip, they said, you guys are in the chat saying it was really edited. Dude was up here super zesty. So if that's something else,
Nigga, you gay.
if he up there super zesty and shit, that's obviously something else. But this clip must have been edited because he didn't come off that way, at least to me. So, but yeah, man, that's a fact, bro. You can't have it all, man. They can't have it all. And then again, this is what I was questioning to the women. At what point do you get over that thug shit?
Bang! Bang! It's good.
At what point, the thug, the gangster, street dude, at what point do you get over that shit? And I look at it the same way with dudes with like crazy chicks, because it's always that saying, crazy chicks got good pussy. Crazy chicks got good pussy. At what point do you get over that mindset? When you start realizing the juice ain't worth the squeeze. That's something that I would ask to the ladies. At what point do you get over that bullshit, wanting the thug, wanting the gangster, wanting a dude who's in the street, but then also want a dude who's a successful entrepreneur? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just silly to me. Cole Creekery says some women never do, unfortunately, and that's the problem. This grown-ass woman up here say, it was the one in the white said, he was just a little more gangster. He's a fucking doctor.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
He's a fucking doctor. What you want to be, Dr. Death? You want to be a doctor and a dope boy.
I beg your pardon?
Sad state of affairs. Salute to you, Chad Harvey, for the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Let's see here. Let's see what else we got here, man. Oh, I wanted to play this. I don't think we played this. I watched this the other day, and I wanted to play this. Then let's see. What's the chat saying? Birdman says, those who like Pookie and Ray Ray and thugs never stop liking those types. Man, it's unfortunate. Aaron says, starting tomorrow. Go Cricket says, I dated a square bear in high school and never looked back. Brother Grundy says, most women never get over thug passion until it's too late. Yeah, that's a fact, Brother Grundy. I agree with you as well. They don't get over it until it's too late, when they get knocked up by them, and then they start realizing, but by then, they already had Pookie and Ray Ray's baby 3-4 times over. Skinny Boy says, I was a fake thug in my teens and it turned the females on. I cut that shit out though. I'm glad, Skinny Boy. Let's see. Vanessa says, I never wanted a thug. That's good on you, Vanessa. That's actually great. Let's see. You grow out of good coochie crazy chicks with a traumatic experience this time, pro. Yeah, man. I always hated niggas saying that shit growing up, man. Oh man, she's crazy, but she got good pussy, man. Go find another chick that's not crazy. Fucking idiot. All right, let's move on to the next clip. I got this one here from Pink Book Lessons. The real reason why Michelle Obama is jealous of her husband. This shit with Michelle Obama is a trip, because I was talking about this in the video I did recently with Corey Holcomb, talked about Tracy Ellis. And I said that, like, why does Michelle Obama have a podcast? Why does Michelle Obama have a podcast in the first place, bro? Because she had on Tracy Ellis Ross, then she had on Taraji P. Henson. I think that's her name. And then, yeah, man, like, just why does she have this podcast whatsoever? But Michelle Obama's coming off a little weird to me, but I think Pink Book kind of broke this down. The real reason why Michelle Obama is jealous of her husband. Let's go.
Well, I think that's why it's important for us at tables like this, for women like us who do have a platform to talk openly about the challenges that we face, not because we are complaining, which we don't want to ever be complaining, but because we need to change, we need to turn that cycle on its head.
Yeah. Well, I hate to break it to you, Mrs. Obama, but you're definitely doing a lot of complaining. And the cycle you need to be turning your head on is the cycle of feminism that you've obviously immersed yourself in. And unfortunately, you and our sister Taraji P. Henson both consume the same Kool-Aid from the fountain of feminism. And instead of telling women that it's feminism that had you competing with your husband for the last 3 decades so much that you emasculated him, you've showed so much disdain and even punished him for his own success. Here we have another Red Table Talk style show featuring Michelle Pinkett Smith, where she's sitting up here with her beta brother, throwing jabs every week at her beta husband, and basically complaining about his success that's afforded her the opportunity to sit up here whining for hours every week and actually have people interested in listening to this baby bop bimbo babble from a 61-year-old woman. I have to say that maturing is realizing that Tavis Smiley was right about Obama. Waking up is realizing that Cornel West was right about Obama, and realizing that Michelle Obama was a chameleon the whole time, and she never fully developed from that city girl feminist from the south side of Chicago. Yes, waking up and maturing is finally realizing that Michelle Obama and her husband duped everybody. We're going to get into this ridiculous Red Table Talk, but first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates.
And we have to talk about our stresses openly, you know. And also, as Black women, we are so easily labeled as angry and bitter. And let me tell you, some of the most hurtful stuff that I experienced, entering this life of public service at the heights that we entered into was during my husband's presidential campaign. Mm-hmm. And just me telling the truth of who we were, just humanizing him as a man, saying he's a great man, but he's not perfect. Mm-hmm. He's got his foibles and his flaws, trying to humanize him. The first thing that some female journalist said was that I was bitter. I was emasculating him.
Because that's exactly what you did, Michelle. You emasculated him. And it's crazy because back then, many people didn't hear her have those conversations with the media that she's admitting to now. But a lot of people didn't hear her talking like that until he was out of office. So it's interesting. She's saying that she was talking like that the whole time from the beginning. And you see how she's so used to emasculating him that when people point out what she was clearly doing, she's acting like she couldn't see it. Or you know what? Maybe she's actually refusing to see it.
Just by sort of trying to tell the truth about what life is, right? And then you get labeled as angry, because you talk forcefully or passionately about something, even if it's in the context of great joy and pride. That the first label they put on us as Black women is that we are angry. And the irony is like, I am probably less liked than many of my white female friends. I see that.
Less
liked.
Not liked.
Light. L-I-G-H-T. Because I say this a lot. I mean, I see the difference in some of my white female friends. I see a lightness, an ability to be in the world and see what's going on, but still be not as burdened about it as I think I am.
The truth is, even Black women who actually met Michelle Obama early on in 2007, 2008, before Barack Obama won the primary against Hillary, they realized early on that Michelle Obama wasn't likable at all. She was very rude behind the scenes and extremely nasty. But those women who noticed that and experienced that with her, they stayed loyal because there was a bigger goal at the time. They wanted to see her make history as the first Black First Lady with the first so-called Black president. And we have to be honest, there is anger and bitterness inside of Michelle Obama, and she's doing just like Jada Pinkett, taking it all out on her husband. So no, it's not just a stereotype in this case.
Even Michelle Obama, I am still trying to tell myself that I am doing enough, right? Because there's always that feeling. I think we practice that striving because in order to be successful, I always felt like I had to be smarter, faster, work harder because somebody was going to doubt me. Somebody was already telling me why I couldn't do something before they knew me or I even tried.
What is she talking about? You put all the stress on yourself to be this and that. Remember, your husband carried the family to where you are. Your job was to fall back and support him and assist him. Again, she's speaking from the feminist mindset that she's got to work so hard and do this and that. No, you actually didn't have to work at all after your husband became a Democrat superstar. Your job at that point was to look good, keep your hair done, and be everywhere he was or on some other mission representing him.
Thank you, bros. What did you have to work hard for? You're the goddamn president's wife. The president's wife don't have to work hard.
Access denied.
Like Pink Book said, look good, be pretty, and
shut up, bitch.
But we joked about this. We talked about this last week. The old Chris Rock. I should have looked this shit up. The old Chris Rock joke about a Black president. No, we president. His joke was a Black man could never be president because his Black wife will be trying to undermine him and say, we president. It's crazy, man.
That's it. Nobody expected you to do anything more than that. That's because a job of First Lady didn't require you to actually put the same work in as a regular woman who didn't have money, who didn't have access, who didn't have the help and assistance, or the man who got you all of that. It's just really annoying hearing her trying to act like she's got the same struggles of a single mom trying to work every day to support her children alone, or the struggles of a poor family or middle-class family living check to check. Like, no, this is not that.
So you get in the, and I don't think this is unique to just women of color. I don't think it's just unique to men. But when you get in that habit of that constant striving and constant proving that, it's enough, it makes us overachievers, but you don't ever turn that off. And at 60, I had to convince myself that I had done enough. After all that I had done in the world, I still felt a guilt, right? Struggling with deep guilt that maybe I needed to do a little bit more.
You do realize what she's struggling with, right? The real reason why she's battling to have to do more is because she's in competition with her husband, comparing herself to him, a man that was a 2-time president of the #1 country in the world. And again, it's feminism that even placed that thought in her head that she's got to be greater than him. The anything you can do, I can do better syndrome, the Jada Pinkett Smith syndrome, or that Aisha Curry syndrome. It's all the same devil.
So I'm at this stage in life where I have to define my life on my terms for the first time. So what are those terms? And going to therapy just to work all that out. What happened that 8 years that we were in the White House? What did that do to me?
Yes.
Internally, my soul, we made it through. We got out alive. I hope we made the country proud. My girls, thank God, are whole. But what happened to me?
Right.
Right?
Right.
And going through therapy, is getting me to look at the fact that maybe finally I'm good enough, right? And unlearning some of those messages that I've been saying to myself, and then trying to actively practice something different to rewire those neurons in my head that make me keep pushing and keep striving.
I think Go Creeky said she had a career before the presidency, and I think she didn't like that she had to give up. She had to give that up just to be pretty, and that's understandable. But, and I'm not really even mad at that. But it's one of those things when you see where you guys going. Like the man you're married to has the potential to be president. Not many people can say that. We had 40-something presidents right now. I don't know the exact number. I'm sure somebody will fact check me here in a second. But your husband's going to be president. Some things is bigger than the other. And I get it. But, man, just fall back and be pretty. I mean, that's all you really got to do. DeMarco says demoralized, struggle, competition, conversation in the black community. It's like a breakdancing competition amongst each other. The poor wars, exactly. First man says, all first ladies got to do is stand behind their man, look pretty, and do some philanthropy. That's a fact, first man. And I understand exactly that mindset that Creekery said that she had. But it's like, at one point, you didn't see this coming when he was running for president in 2008. You should have prepared yourself for this and realized it's going to be about him. And I also think just the people touched on it, was going to touch on this video, being in competition with your man. Oh, no, Creekery, I don't think you defended her at all, no. I know that's signed up for. I'm not defending. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Creekery. I wasn't accusing you of defending her. I was going along. I agree with what you were saying. I don't think you were defending her. But it speaks to women being in competition, or her being in competition with your husband. He's a president. You can't win that. And to find out, I never really followed him like that. And to find out she was taking it out on her husband publicly is just crazy.
And so practicing no in a very different way, intentionally. But then this is what makes it hard, because, my decision to skip the inauguration, what people don't realize, or my decision to make choices at the beginning of this year that suited me were met with such ridicule and criticism. People couldn't believe that I was saying no for any other reason, that they had to assume that my marriage was falling apart.
Right. Yeah, because your marriage is falling apart when your husband came out with all the other presidents. Their wives showed up, even Hillary Clinton, and she's been ridiculed more than Michelle Obama, but she even showed up so that Bill Clinton was supported and not humiliated. Then you have Barack Obama, who was the only one strolling out there looking pitiful.
Man, this right here pissed me off, man. This right here pissed me off. Come on, man. And then we talked about this last week. Pooh Man fact checked me that There's never been a president who's gotten divorced. And I was just thinking, like, man, they headed down that aisle that they're gonna be the first president to ever get divorced. And I'm like, it has to be the goddamn black president who does this shit. But you just not showing up in public. Man, I don't give a fuck if y'all hate each other, don't live in the same house. You can't just do that solid. You can't do that. This was disturbing, says DeMarco. You can't do that. You can't just show up. What you got, Team Peterson? Fuck your choices. You are the first lady. Play your part, you dusty Keisha Tribe. And I'm not trying to be rude either, but Michelle look like she getting old out here. She looking like she's aged quite a bit. Pissed me off too, Coops and Birdman, right? Like, you can't just be there for him. Just for the optics. That's it. I ain't saying you got to go home with him. Y'all can live in separate houses for all I give a shit. But you can't just be there for that. You can't just be there for that, bro. Stop.
The only one. Yeah, because his self-absorbed wife couldn't get out of her own feelings to make sure she supported her husband, his legacy, and their family name.
You know, it's like, while I'm here really trying to own my life and intentionally practice making the choice that was right for me, and it took everything in my power to not do the thing that was right or that was perceived as right, but do the thing that was right for me.
Just selfish.
It's just goddamn selfish. He just said it. It's just selfish.
Yeah, this is definitely that Aisha Curry syndrome. Trying to carve out an identity for yourself at 61 years old. Ma'am, your identity has already been made. At 61 years old, what are you trying to recreate yourself to be exactly? A strong, independent woman?
I don't know where lazy on that.
That was a hard thing for me to do. I had to basically trick myself out of it. And it started with not having anything to wear. I mean, I had to affirmatively, because I'm always prepared for any funeral, anything. I walk around with the right dress. I travel with clothes just in case something pops off. So I was like, if I'm not going to do this thing, I gotta tell my team, I don't even want to have a dress ready.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's so easy to just say, let me do the right thing.
But then you become a shock absorber.
Yeah.
And that's what women are.
Yeah.
The shock absorbers.
Yeah.
And that's exhausting. And it's not healthy.
Yeah.
It is not healthy.
Thanks for the tip.
You've had to be shock absorbers for your husband, for your children, for your mom, for your family, your loved ones, because of where you were sitting in the public eye. That's not fair to you.
And then she's got her pacifier up here, Taraji P. Henson. Taraji, you do know if she wasn't the wife and supporter of her husband, you wouldn't even be talking to this woman right now.
And salute to Pooh, man. He said it in the chat earlier. What type of biatch is Taraji P. Henson? Because she should have been got scooped up by now, bro. Like, what type of hyena is Taraji behind the scenes? Man, she should have got scooped up 20 years ago, Pooh, man.
I think a lot of people forgot why we even know who this lady is. She was made famous by being President Obama's wife. And because of that, she was able to take in all the benefits. You know, like even having a whole team that could provide wardrobe for her. You do realize ordinary women don't have that luxury. And no, she didn't have to work a 9-to-5 as a struggling lawyer. Even if the endorsements and deals went away, she still provided for and protected for life through her husband's pension plan. Yeah, Obama is still paid every year by the federal government. He and his wife are able to have their assistants and staff all paid by the government. They get travel expenses paid by the government. They get security for themselves and their children paid by the federal government. The best healthcare, everything. But Taraji is up here acting like she's talking to some poor, struggling mother on the south side of Chicago. No, cut it out. I mean, doing the most to connect with the bottom of the poverty line when these women are nowhere near the bottom. No, they're at the top 1%. I don't know, this is not a good look for Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, or the whole family. It's really giving Jada Pinkett vibes. But I digress.
Nice.
Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about this mess below. I got to send a shout out to our brother Emmett. Thank you, Emmett, for your support for
I gotta throw Pink Book some money. I gotta throw some money her way. Salute to Pink Book Lessons. Let me grab the super chats and we move on to the next clip. Salute to Jay Gray. What you got, Jay? Michelle face big as fuck. Respectfully. Oh yeah, that's how you say it, respectfully. Salute to you, Jay. Jay back in the super chat. You can sit on Michelle's face like a beanbag chair. Nigga, what are you talking about? No, I hate that. I hate she weaved up up there, man. All that damn weave in her head, but they're braids, so I guess I'll allow it. I digress. Salute to you, Jay. So the Project Leroy with the $5 super chat. What you got, P.O.? The first lady's daughters was supposed to be prestigious titles. Now they with Zaddy and LGBT partners. That falls on you too, Michelle. I didn't know that, but that does not surprise me, Project Leroy. That does not surprise me. And I agree with what Cree was saying as far as her being her not wanting to play her part and having to sacrifice her career for the president. I wouldn't be, and I totally understand that. But I can see you being upset about you sacrificing your career because I know she went to prestigious universities as well as a lawyer. You sacrifice your career for a nigga who manages Blimpies. How is Blimpies even still around? He manages Subway and shit. Quiznos. I can see you having a problem with that. Not when your husband is going to be the fucking president of the first black president of the United States of America.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
The black Superman with the $5. What you got, black Superman? You already said, but I'll say it again.
Shut up, bitch.
Salute to you, bro. It's like so said she complaining. Y'all rich. Y'all rich and use the president's wife. You ain't got to go out here and dig up no gravel work construction. What's she talking about? Salute to you, black Superman. So to Jay Tillman with the $7 Canadian. What you got, Jay? This woman is worth $70 million, still playing the victim. I'm a poor black woman in the world's against me, using black struggle when it's convenient.
Goddamn right.
Oh, she went to Harvard, says Pooh Man. That's a fact, man. But yeah, bro, but that's what I'm saying. They worth $70 million. That's what I see other people saying. They worth $70 million. What you complaining about? The other one's the fucking president. You got to be the first lady for 8 years. And I'm sure it came with some things that you didn't want to do, some appearances you didn't want to make. But to me, her not being there for the inauguration, was it the inauguration and Jimmy Carter's funeral? Like, for her not being in either one of those is just absurd to me. Like someone said it, I think Crickery said it in the chat. You can tell by Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton's body language, they don't like each other. They probably ain't liked each other since the goddamn 90s. But you know what? Hillary Clinton still shows up. This is crazy, bro. Salute to you, Jay. That's a fact, man. That's a fact, man. Like, she ain't out here selling her EBT card out here on the streets. You know, you're not that bad off, Miss Millionaire. Salute to Birdman. All Michelle's doing is showing her true colors.
You're goddamn right.
That's a fact, Birdman. That's a fact, man. Salute to you for the $5 super chat. That's a fact, sir. Salute to Tona Virgo back in the super chat. Quiznos still exists? I don't know, bro. Does it still exist? Does it still exist? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think they got lost in the subway somewhere. I don't know if Quiznos still exists. We should, you know what? Ask Google since we got a second. We're gonna move on. We got dash cam, good people. And while we're doing that, we'll ask Google. Does Quiznos still exist? Yes, Quiznos still exists, though significantly reduced from its peak. So Quiznos still out there, make you a sandwich or two. Make you a sandwich or two. Yeah, they still out there apparently. All right, let's move on. Stop distracting me talking about sandwiches, man. Come on, goddamn sandwiches. Let's see. Bill is a lizard person, says Aaron. That's possible. Deplorable says MRO. Yeah, man. The fact that she just didn't show up for that. I ain't saying you gotta go home with him. Y'all could have two different partners, man. They could be out, Obama doing his thing, and you out doing your thing. But I thought it was sad seeing him walk down the aisle like that. Every single former president's wife was there except his, man. It's just disgraceful. Devontae with the $5 super chat. This bird act like she worked the graveyard shift for 20 years and her man's still working at McDonald's. Exactly, bro. Exactly, man. What are we talking about? I had to sacrifice my career for my husband, the president of the United States of America. Sorry. Salute to you, Devontae. That's a fact, bro. So to Fred Howard, Frog Michelle has 70 million. What's the problem?
Boom shakalaka.
Salute to you, bro. Maggie says, now I want a sub. I want a sub too, Maggie. Now I'm hungry. Salute to you, Fred Howard. That's a fact. Frog Michelle is funny. She do seem like she aging a little bit, man. She aging a little bit, not Asian. Salute to you, Fred Howard, for the $2 super chat. Let's move on to the dash cam. We got dash cam, good people. we're in Akron, Ohio, and I should have said this earlier. We got burrito. Jessica says, I don't think I've ever been there. It was okay. It was better than Subway. It was better than Subway. If any of those what's that place called? Firehouse? I don't know if y'all got them. Firehouse subs. To me, those like the best kind of ones, in my opinion, out of all like the sub places, even though it's not all that great. But anyway, let's move on. Police make man instantly regret attacking pregnant lover. We're in Akron, Ohio. We got a burrito. Why is this not working? Stand by. Why is this not working? God damn it. Let's see. Hold on one second. Let's see. I load this shit up for no reason.
Thanks for the
then
tip.
It doesn't want to work. All right, well, fuck you too. Let me play this one more other place. Excuse me. All right, we're going this way with it. There we go.
Please. Dude, knock it off, man.
On November 25th, 2024 in Ohio, police responded after a pregnant woman reported that her boyfriend attacked her and forced her out of her own home.
Let's see. T. Peterson says, I'm in a mean ninja watching. I love y'all. Fuck her. Salute to you, bro. Day what's up? I haven't seen Jay Walker in the chat, but if y'all see Jay Walker, tell her this. I'm stealing her sayings. I'm gonna add it to the merch. I love you, squad. I'm gonna add that to the merch. I seen Jay Walker say that first. Somebody pass it to her if you see it.
What's going on? I got in an altercation with my friend last night. Woke me up out my sleep, grabbed me by my hair, pulling me outside. Punched me all in my face.
Yeah.
Pulling my hair up, I was kill me. And that's something he's seen in my phone about me asking my kid's father for some help.
Okay. But he saw that and got jealous or whatever?
He got mad, yes.
Yeah.
And he couldn't see for me. He got my husband now.
Where's that at?
Right here on the corner.
Is he living with you or no?
No. He just come down here for a court thing he has going on.
Okay.
And he's supposed to be with me.
You guys are dating? No, it's just a friend of yours?
Yes.
Okay. What do you want done?
I want him out of my house.
That's all or?
He did something to
That's what I'm asking about.
Yes.
Yeah. Just pop on up for me real quick.
I wonder why they call it Five Guys because it was created by, I thought this was common knowledge. It's called Five Guys because it was created by a man and his 4 sons. That's why, nothing more, nothing else. It was created by a dude and his 4 sons. I actually believe he has 5 sons, but they just called it Five Guys altogether. That's why they had the name Five Guys. It was a man and his 4 to 5 sons. They just called it Five Guys. That's it.
So you were sleeping, you see something on your phone, and just while you're sleeping, he hits you and drags you and throws you out?
Yes, and my daughter, my other one right here, she's seen him like waking up on my sleeping, just pulling me by my hair. I thought somebody might have heard last night of me screaming outside because he put me outside. I just seen multiple cop cars right here lined up on the side of the road, and they had their flashlights. I thought they was.
That was last night?
Yes, I was trying. It was like around 11:30. I was trying to wave them down, but I don't think they seen me.
You're sure he's still there right now?
Yes.
Let me get another officer to come with me. I mean, if you're willing to sign charges, we'll grab him.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I thought everybody knew that. Okay.
Is that one? All right, we're gonna wait for the other officer, then I'll probably need you to let us in, and then we'll go, if he's still there, we'll go handle business.
Okay.
All right. Don't move up too close, I don't want him to see you. Well, you guys are here, you wanna go in here with me? All right, go. Yeah, I was waiting for 22. That lady's gonna let us in. There's supposed to be some guy in here that's punched her in the face.
This dude beating up on his pregnant girlfriend, and they just went, yeah.
We'll just stay up here with him. So it's just gonna be him in there? You got any dogs or anything? Alright. Yeah, why don't you open it up for us? Huh.
Probably hear me on the camera.
Okay. Hello? Oh, he's right there. Hey, what's up, man? What happened with you and a girl out there? Huh? What happened with you and the girl that owns this house? What car are you?
15.
A 15, you can come around.
They were clouding in the comments of this video saying this dude sleep at noon, like during the week, like.
All right, go ahead and stand up for me, man.
Stand your big ass up.
Okay, I'll take your phone, okay? I don't want it to get damaged. Turn that in for me, please. Just loosen up a little bit. Are these all your phones? Is that your phone too? Okay, that's yours. Okay, we'll figure it out, man. Let's head out to the car real quick.
Stand your
Alright,
big
just
ass
about to
up.
cancel you. They just drove by while I was waiting.
Yeah, dude, that was like all the way over a trip.
Oh, I'm
trying to get here. Some DHL truck just got on the road.
That's my fault, should I?
No, I think it's fine.
I figured you guys were already over here, and I was like, oh shit, all right, we'll swing by, see if we can.
I was like on the way.
Yeah, get involved, and.
Come in for me.
I'm a little bit.
Thank you very much. I think I'm good. I'm just going to read you your Miranda rights real quick, all right? You have the right to remain silent. You understand? Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. You cannot afford to hire a lawyer. One will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights as I've explained to you? Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me? No, you don't want to tell me anything about what happened? Okay. What's your social security number, sir? Hey, sir. What's your social security number? It's not going to say anything?
6.
All right.
6, yeah, this is related to 6-8 earlier call.
Either you have a victim statement form we can have this lady fill out. She, yeah, I saw. I don't know what was in your notes.
6-8 was right here.
Yeah. She was waiting for me at that bar on, like a block over, that Wolf Bar or whatever. Right. Come on out, man.
She got my personal items.
What all do you got that?
She has my thing in her wallet, my card in her wallet.
What thing in your wallet?
She got my card in her wallet.
Yeah, can you see if she has any property of his that...
And all my stuff, just tell her, I said, just something around, please don't throw it away, just...
What do you want her to do?
Put all my stuff in the trunk or something.
Okay.
And she can mail it off for me or something, like...
Okay. You got your phone?
I don't know who took it.
It might be in my cruiser. I'll grab it after we get you in here. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, now you're going to get away.
We got action. I don't know. Pooh Man, let me know what your idea was. I don't remember seeing it. We got action. Yeah, this dude, I don't know why he think he's going to try to get away.
It didn't work the first time.
Please, knock it off, man. Please, knock it off.
You're not going to be able to get away.
please.
Dude, knock it off, man.
Hang on. I'm wet, bro. Please. You please. You don't right. Please. Here. Let's act like a big boy. Set up. Set up. Set up. He just kicked me. Dude.
Just get in, man. Hey, you've lost.
You just kicked me in the balls.
It's only going to get worse for you.
Look at this dude, man. Aaron Coop replay classic dash cams on the second channel. You know what? I saw your email about that, Pooh, man. I actually meant to reply to you. I apologize that I didn't. But you just gave me another idea, though. Something that I can do for the second channel. I absolutely can do. Think about this. I could make the second channel all dash cam reactions.
It's good.
What happened to his hair, Uncle Diggy? Everybody ain't blessed, Uncle Diggy. Let me know what you think about that, Pooh, man. My moms let me know. I could do that because I have a hard time doing videos on both the main channel and the second channel. But I could do all dash cams on the second channel because there's an unlimited supply of those. I don't have to go looking for content like I do on my primary channel. But I said all that to say this. This gentleman right here with the bald spot on top, he probably should be focused on his education.
You need to be trying to get an education because your looks ain't gonna get you paid. Because you're not that cute. And your hair is uneven. You look dusty.
That ninja look dusty as fuck.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
Let's get back to it, man.
Seriously. My bad, man. You a wrap? Yeah. All right. Just hold him right there. What? Hey, knock it off, dude.
You have no chance of getting away. Just chill.
I'm not trying to get away. I just want to
Oh, you weren't?
I was like talking to her and they got out here. I see you jumping out. I was opening up the door, man. I didn't even see this coming. Man, how old are you?
Sir, you wrinkled this paper.
Hey, give me that leg strap first. That right there. That right there. That yellow piece. Put his legs together.
Really?
Dude, this is silly.
Hold his leg.
Yeah.
Why is he fighting and squirming like a little kid with his dusty ass feet? Aaron says, always thought the second channel would be for pre-recording. Yeah, I was planning on doing that, dropping like clips over there. But to be honest with you, Aaron, it really don't matter. I just struggle doing content. I still struggle doing enough content for my main channel. But reacting to dash cams or like dash cams, eviction cams, stuff like that, there's unlimited supply for that. So I actually think that'll be a good idea. Pooh Man had a good idea too. This dude dusty as fuck. Sorry, Brother Grundy said this is Dusty Shine. Get your jeans, brother. Oh man, that is so great. Who's the Sean somewhere dusty in Detroit?
Well, you apologize. That's all I needed. You pussy asshole. Thank you. Good night.
Who, child? Where was the plan B pill when your mama was pregnant with you?
Jessica says it's talent. Yeah, this ninja need to clip his toenails.
You want to bring him out and put him in the grass, we'll do that too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it's going to have to be. Running above his feet.
I need to find out what 2 p.m.
Or I need that other one. He popped it apart.
Just chill, man. You're not going to get away.
Dude, if you kick me in the face.
You already kicked me in the balls.
Well, be more felonies.
This can only get worse for you.
I can't.
I'm a bitch from this.
Come on, I'll break your toe, dude.
You're going to break my hand.
And then you got to touch this nigga's dirty feet.
There we go. Nice. Bring him on the ground. Put him on the ground.
Come on. Step back.
Good night. I thought that cop was going to kick him in his head.
All right, where you at?
Over here.
This nigga got one of his sandals under the cop van.
Yeah, that's my thumb.
Stand your big ass up.
There we go. appreciate you.
Driving East Idaho for an abandoned vehicle reaching.
Copy. Does anyone else have any trouble not being able to see this?
Welcome to Death Row.
There we go. Perfect.
You're not resisting?
And then what are you doing?
My bad.
This many guys on you, you're not resisting? Now.
I just didn't want to go with you. I need to breathe. We're going for a lot longer now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Believe that.
I mean, now.
Longer.
Yeah.
I was saying, wait.
Street.
Let's just pull there to lift it up. Yep.
Thanks for the tip.
We'll take care of that in a second, man. That's the least of our worries.
131. And 31. Can you head for 77 North Central, Frank?
For what?
Yeah, right. I gotta go over there. I just need to breathe, please. I just woke up.
1233.
All right, flip him over.
Got your helmet on. You're good, man.
Man, they put him in a burrito at 12:30. Well, you know what? At 12:30 in the afternoon. I guess it's lunchtime.
Put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby. You know you look good to me. Oh, that look good.
Right in time, Mrs. Locks a smile, right in time for lunch.
I'm not fighting you guys.
Bullshit, bro.
I wasn't hitting nobody.
All right, yeah, you kicked me in the balls. You kicked him.
You kicked me multiple times. I wasn't trying to kick you. Look at this. That's
Where Vanessa Paramore go?
Give me a second.
Just lean up. Just stay right there. You're good.
Give me a second.
Just chill out.
I just didn't want to sit down just yet.
Well, that ain't how
I
it
just
works,
woke up.
man.
Give me a second. I'm thirsty.
Here goes on his back.
Please. Please.
31.
Please.
Please what?
Yeah, one. We're at 566 Sumner.
I'll go down for what I'll go down for. But
Look at the helmet, man.
resisting,
Yeah,
that's too late, man.
Whole time. Assault on a police officer now.
Oh my gosh. I just didn't want to go and just
hang on.
I'm not going nowhere.
Hard
All these officers are bleeding. Cut up to you. Please. Dumbass action. Please. I was just. No. Y'all have me cuffed the whole time. Doesn't matter. I just didn't want to sit down. Come on, you don't gotta be.
No, we're trying to raise you up because that's what you got to do, bro.
Stand me up.
Well, you can't stand up now. Too late.
I'm laughing at the chat. Brother Grundy said, toe jam burrito. DeMarco says, I got nothing against cops, but you got to be a certain type of individual doing this day in and day out with a smile on your face. I couldn't keep this up for years. I don't think that's not a slight to them. But yeah, bro, I tell you this, DeMarco.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though.
I couldn't do that shit either, though. But at least I'll give him this, DeMarco. At least they able to do it with a smile, like you said. Other cops be so pissed and frustrated. They was laughing at the dude the moment he tried to break away from him. And while I was speaking of that, Karma girl, I'm a little, I hate to admit this in public, but I've been in a little bit of a drought.
I pay for the puss, okay. I pay for the puss, okay. I pay for the puss, okay.
Let's get back to it. I'm sorry.
Right here.
Ignore me.
I'll go right there.
Lights on that?
I got some lights in my right here too, front. I'll go right there.
Hand sanitizer.
There's some in there too. I got it all, man. Please. I know you have it all.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about
hand
sanitizer. I'm talking about you.
Oh, please.
So if you want to go add more charges.
No, please.
I think that's pretty safe.
Yeah, no, please.
Nailed me in the balls.
He just woke me up. I am so sorry. Come on, please. Y'all really doing this to me?
Yeah.
Do this yourself, man.
We didn't say, hey, man.
I didn't.
We said, hey, take a seat.
Yeah.
I wasn't kicking.
Each one of those.
Really?
Yes. You can't be doing with that dumb shit, kicking them and
I wasn't kicking.
resisting. Yes, you were. All of us had you on camera.
I was just
shut up.
I was just moving the
idiot.
I was moving the things.
No,
I love that drop.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was just moving my feet, pulling it back.
Yeah. Tell that to the judge.
You have to be transported to cruiser now.
Think about this, man. It's a grown-ass man getting burrito wraps. Okay. I love that drop. It's a grown-ass man, y'all, getting burrito wraps on at 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Seriously?
I was just moving my feet into his stomach, into his nuts.
Yeah.
That's your defense. I want you to stick to it.
I just needed to breathe a little bit, man. I ain't want to go in just yet. You saw me. I was sleeping. I just woke up.
It doesn't matter. All that's irrelevant. You resisted.
You already had me in cuffs. I just didn't want to go in just yet.
Will you let us know what you want to do, huh? You don't have to listen to any rules. It's all about you, right?
Nah, it's not all about me. Clearly, I'm in trouble. Clearly, I have a stay away protection order from here. Clearly, it's just too much going on in my mind. She's actually pregnant with my child right now, and I got a child.
Ladies, protect your womb, ladies. Don't get pregnant by this dusty ass ninja. Man, I can smell the dust through my screen. Let me grab the super chat. Salute to Do Better Fiend with the $5 super chat. What you got, bro? This motherfucker is slippier than a P. Diddy party participant. Baby oil everywhere. That's a fact. Look at this dusty ass. His dirty sandals. I bet he smell like cheetah pee too. Salute to you, Do Better Fiend. Let's see. Oh, salute to New Mueller, channel member for 11 months. He says, see the struggle, but 100 men will see this struggle, but 100 men will be here. You still on this, bro? You still on this, man? Salute to you, bro. But there's a difference, New Mueller. They're trying to arrest him without killing him. The 100 men going to kill the gorilla.
Bang! It's good!
Project Leroy says, Coop, he was on Kitchen Cheese app. That's a fact. What's going on, Janessa Coleman?
What it do, baby?
I see you, baby. Let's see. Salute to New Mueller. Yeah, bro, but they trying to do it without killing him. They gotta use some type of restraint, New Mueller. The 100 men is going to kill that gorilla. Let's see. Salute to Cujo. He said, my man can catch salmon going up straight with those eagle claws. Like, nigga, why is your toenails that long? Gross, by the way. Salute to you, Cujo. This nigga dusty as fuck. Let's see. Salute to Project Leroy. He says, enjoy y'all bush meat burrito. That's a fact. I'm starting to see the tether thing. And I'm starting to see the tether thing. I know what y'all saying. But I got to say it again. This dude is just dusty, bro.
You need to be trying to get an education because your looks ain't going to get you paid. Because you're not that cute. And your hair is uneven. You look dusty.
Man, he look dusty. Let's go.
Act like a grown-ass man instead of a child throwing a temper tantrum.
Yes, I wasn't throwing a temper tantrum.
That was bullshit what you did. Is this broke? Is it just? It might have. Yeah.
Please don't erase the charges, please. I'll do anything. Don't erase the charges, please.
No, you're getting felonies.
Hey, please.
Why?
Your actions, dude.
Please.
Infamous Pulse.
Kicking
Salute.
officers is felony.
I promise you I wasn't kicking nobody.
Doesn't matter what you.
Yes, you did.
Just stop.
We're done with the conversation, man.
Yeah, anything, yes.
Welcome to Death
I wasn't
Row.
trying to kick you. I already know. My dad used to be an officer, so I already know.
You should know better. The way you acted.
Can we try again?
No.
Welcome
You try to
to
get out of the
Death Row.
cuffs. You try to run, flee across the street. You had no idea what's coming, so you dragged two officers in the line of traffic right
That's
here.
a lie. That's a lie, right there.
That's not a lie.
Only
you
one
try to take off. No, there's
one
two of them.
officer
This
was only
gentleman,
looking at the
one.
time when I did the first thing.
One plus one is two. I know that's a little hard for you to
He was
comprehend.
standing right there, sir.
No, it doesn't matter.
It was only one holding me.
No, that's bullshit. There's
Yes,
two
yes,
in the
sir.
opposite lane of traffic when you had no idea what was coming around that
Welcome
corner.
to Death Row.
Around that cruiser. But no. You'll put everybody else's lives in danger. Do dumb shit.
I don't need no help, man. I don't need none of this, man. Y'all can put me in regular, man. It's cool.
You
Too late
gave
now.
up that
Too
privilege.
late.
You gave up that privilege.
Now. I'm about to play with you. Really?
Yeah. I'm not playing with you, dude.
I promise you.
No.
That's my word.
We gave you a shot.
Welcome to Death Row.
Can you give me another shot? I'll go right in the cruiser just like this.
This is a Nintendo.
Oh my gosh. Good morning.
Well, they were escorting this gentleman in here, and all of a sudden he tries to break free from their grip, across the.
From only one person grip, but I just didn't want to get inside this year.
Everything get back in the cruiser. He's kick in this way, brace himself against the both edge, kick several of these officers here, in the private parts.
Me as well.
I was just blocking the way so I don't go in just yet. I just woke up.
Shame on us. You just didn't want to go in.
I just didn't want to go in just yet.
Oh shit. Why don't you just say so? You want to go now?
Welcome to Death Row.
When do anybody want to go to jail?
Nobody wants to go to jail.
I don't want to go to jail, but
Well, then guess what? We didn't want to come to this house, and you punched her in the face. So shame on you. We didn't want to be
I didn't
here.
even punch her in the face. Okay. But y'all take whatever she say.
Well, the question though is, you're going to jail. It's going to be. Are you going to go cooperatively? I mean, you're going.
I don't mind going cooperatively.
Okay.
Well, no one wants I just don't want the extra charges. I'm already going back. I'm not even supposed to. Please.
No, it's a literal wrap, man. It's over for you, bro. Once you fight them, you think they gonna unwrap you? Why would they unwrap you just so you can act the ass again? Like, why would they do that? Salute to the homie Tyrone Dalton with the 10 channel membership.
The money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Tyrone Dalton, salute to you, sir. A scholar and a gentleman. Why don't they think they will unwrap him? And make sure if Tyrone got you a channel membership, you say thank you. I really, really don't like when people don't say thank you when they receive a channel membership. But y'all think they gonna let them unwrap you again?
Again! You fucking idiots!
No, Dusty boy.
We're gonna take it.
Please.
I'll follow. I'll follow.
Please.
I'll follow. My rap.
Please, I don't want the extra charges. I already have a stay away protection order over here.
Shouldn't even been over there.
Even being back here. The only reason why I'm back here because she's pregnant with my child. I know, but I was.
Oh yeah, my bad. I hit that one by mistake.
That's my word.
We gave you a shot.
Can you give me another shot? I'll go right in the cruiser just like this.
This isn't Nintendo.
Oh my gosh. Good morning.
Well, they were escorting this gentleman in the air.
Well, the question though is, you're going to jail. It's going to be. Are you going to go cooperatively? I mean, you're going.
I don't mind going cooperatively.
Okay.
I just don't want the extra charges. I'm already going back. I'm not even supposed to. Please.
We're gonna take it.
Please.
I'll follow.
Please.
I'll follow. My rap.
Please, I don't want the extra charges. I already have a stay away protection order over here. And I'm in trouble for even being back here. The only reason why I'm back here because she's pregnant with my child. I know, but I was. I honestly was just. Well, I honestly wasn't kicking y'all, but I was trying to stop y'all from putting things on my feet. I'm telling the truth right there. I don't have no reason to kick y'all or hurt y'all or anything. Extra charges, please. I'll trade cooperative. Just take the charges I'm taking from this house. Please, officers. I beg for mercy. Please. I'm sorry for putting out this hassle.
Shut up!
Please. No, I'm not. What you doing? I'm trying to look at you guys.
You're gonna fall.
No. I'm not.
I want you to fall.
I'm not falling. I didn't go all the way back. I don't need the support. Thank you very much. But I was just trying to. Can you just turn me around so I can look at you guys?
Shut up!
I'm really asking for you guys.
We're pulling you this way.
Sincerely. No, come on. Look what you're saying, sir. Why would I kick an officer? Think about it.
You did.
Well, there's one, two,
I honestly,
5 body cams that are all going to show the same exact thing.
Y'all was trying to wrap my feet with the stuff, and I didn't want it around my feet.
Well, that wasn't your call, man.
I
your
know.
call was to walk in there, actually go on the side part, and then be down in there.
I know, but I honestly just didn't want to go in just now. Everything moving too fast. I just woke up.
Okay.
I just woke up. I'm just trying to process things, and everything moved too fast. I beg, please.
Then why did you do this the first time? You ain't got to do all that if you just did the right thing the first time, man.
I wasn't trying to fight or anything, man. I just woke up, man.
I woke up too not too long ago. I mean, I didn't wake up kicking nobody or punching one in the face. I didn't kick my dog.
Can y'all take this off my legs, please?
No.
Once that goes on, I
promise.
I'm sorry, man. You already got the charges, dude. You bought the ticket. You got it.
Please. Why I gotta get the charges for it?
Well, let's see here. Did we ask to be kicked in the balls and him to be kicked? He's got cuts all over his hand and his legs. These guys got the same thing. We just want you to sit down.
Honestly,
you're acting like a
I
child.
was just moving the things from my feet because I try to wrap my feet. That's how.
You were kicking before that. Before we even had that, you were kicked. You kicked me.
I apologize. I wasn't trying to kick no one.
Well, you did.
Well, unfortunately, it happened, man. So, I mean, you should have went along with when they asked you to go along with it.
I beg for mercy. I already got a stay away protection order here that I'm in trouble violating right now. Only because she's pregnant with my child right now. I try to make the best things with her, and yeah, I messed up.
Bro, I don't know why he doing all this splaining, man. All this splaining, bro.
Got some bad news for you. You're fucking done, son. It's over.
It's over, B. What's up with all this splaining, man? You're done.
Caught her doing things in her phone that she shouldn't be doing while we're trying to bring in a new child. Yes, I lost my temper. I did what I did. I'll own up to that. Please, I ask for no extra charges for police restraints. Please, I beg. I beg, I beg, I beg. I beg. There's just going to be more time.
Well, I mean, you should have thought about it before you did it.
I wasn't trying to kick nobody or hurt nobody.
Well,
I just didn't want
I know, but you did.
He literally came in and saw me sleeping. I wasn't even talking then because I just woke up. I did try to break, yes. From you, yes. When he held me, yes. I'm like, you know what? I got to try to. Once he held me, I'm like, God damn, nice strength. You got me. I'm not going nowhere. But I just didn't want to sit down to see. I just wanted to take a breather. I'm thirsty. My throat is dry. Everything happened too fast. I promise you. Please, I beg for mercy. I'll go down for the charges that I know I'm not supposed to be here. I'll go down for the charges I know that, because I'm supposed to, next month is my last not anger management. I really was supposed to be getting off next month with Judge Hamilton from this case. It was 6 months, but I guess trouble. Please, I beg for mercy, please. I apologize for my action, please. I don't want no more charges on top of the charge.
You already got
It's not
him,
my
bro.
call. It's the officer's call. Look at me.
Please, wait, before we leave, please.
Can
you call them over? Can you call them over, please?
They're right here.
Please.
They're right here. What do you want to say to them?
Sir, I dealt with you last time.
I know I've dealt with you before.
Yeah. And you know I ain't act like this before.
I know, man, but listen, we told
This
you,
time
listen,
around,
hear me
please.
out. Well, they said, sit down. And you kept pushing yourself right back out.
I
And
said
multiple
it's
times.
because I was...
It don't
Sir,
matter,
I
man. Like
just
Sarge
fucked
said,
up.
you
I'm
gotta go to
sorry.
jail. It's regardless, you're going to jail.
I know I'm going to jail.
Okay.
I just didn't want to go to
I'm done
jail.
talking, so.
All right, so load them up.
We're gonna stick a seat in first,
Sorry,
so
sir.
and then slide them over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Please, no extra charges, please.
They carried him like a sack of potatoes, man.
Please, I beg. Please. I'm sorry.
I got him.
Broken Blade says he cried. Oh, he cried, Broken Blade. He definitely cried a little bit.
Please. Please, sir. I am so sorry. I don't want no extra charges on top of this, please. Please, sir, you done. Please. Sir, I'm sorry, sir. Please. Please, sir, please.
Salute to Jay Gray. I already got this from Jay. They put that nigga in the American Gladiator helmet. Salute to you, Jay. Salute to Chad Harvey. I hate when grown men beg and take the charge like a man. That's a fact. You're
goddamn right.
That's a fact, bro. And he know what he did. They already came to arrest you. He wasn't fighting them at first, but I guess he finally woke up because they woke him up out of slumber. Once he realized the situation, then he started fighting them. It was already 6 cops on them. It was literally a waste of time, a waste of energy, and an addition of more charges, apparently. So I don't get it. Salute to you, Chad Harvey, with the $5 super chat. I agree, bro. Take your charge up here begging like a little biatch. And here's the other thing, man. I've noticed just from the dash cams. Once you get charged, there ain't nothing you can do. They're not gonna uncuff cuffs. I've not seen them not one time on the dash cam cuff someone, then I take that back. If they detain them, I have seen them detain some people and then take off the cuffs once they've been, once they were no longer detained. But those people weren't actually charged with anything. If they charge you with something to put the cuffs on, ain't no going back.
Access denied.
Ain't no going back, cuzzo. Let's see, salute to you, Chad. That's a fact, man. Man up, bro. Salute to a sour seed. In his defense, I did hear of a cold truck driver that panicked when waking up, got out of a moving truck, and landed in front of another oncoming truck. Damn, bro.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I heard of a coach truck driver who panicked when waking up, got out of a moving truck, and landed in front of another oncoming truck. That's insane, bro. That's insane. Salute to you. That reminds me of we was talking about people sleepwalking last week. Salute to you, Sour Seed. Salute to Cujo, strapped up like he going to bungee jumping. That's a fact, bro.
Excuse me, officer.
Main and Everling. King Akron Lincoln 3469. King Akron Lincoln 3469. Maroon Chrysler 301.
Officer.
Everything's done and over with.
I know. I'm just saying to you, I apologize. I wasn't trying to give you guys a headache. I just wanted to take a seat and take a breather because I've been in here. There's no place, no man want to be in here, and you even know that. And I just wanted to take a breather first. I just woke up and everything's just happening too fast.
Okay.
I apologize for making.
I mean, you think you could have said that? Like, hey, just, can I just take a breath for a minute?
They wasn't gonna do it. They wasn't gonna do it.
Man, look at this nigga skinny boy. Valerie just comes in the chat. I see Valerie. Sorry I missed the live. I was sleeping. This dude skinny. As soon as she came in, look, get the snitching. Matter of fact,
Bang! It's good!
see you Thursday, skinny boy. Get out of here. I'll see you Thursday, skinny boy. Get out my chat.
Bang! It's good!
This ninja, man. As soon as she walked in, she wasn't in the mods. She wasn't in the goddamn chat 3 seconds. This old ratatouille snitching ass ninja. God damn, that's a quick.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, man.
Jail. This is haram. Abdul, get the rocks.
Get out of my chat. See how fast he snitched? God damn. Bye. See you Thursday, skinny boy.
Hello.
And tell the mods.
Can you slide out?
No.
God damn. Jessica, you see that?
Take it off. If I want, I can take it off. I'll just go. I'm already
have to. It's all out of our hands now.
You know what I'm saying? I can take it off. I can
all right, don't
Stand your big ass up!
The man was arrested and charged with resisting arrest, battery on an officer, and domestic violence. If he's convicted, what do you think the punishment should be? Drop your opinion in the comments.
All right, that's enough of that dash cam. Oh, man. Salute to the squad. We have made it, bro. Oh, my God.
Bang! It's good!
Valerie says, I'm on my way to Detroit. Yeah, no need to make the trip cross country. Wasn't that serious. But just, God damn, he didn't even wait.
Yo, what the fuck?
He didn't even wait. And it's funny because Skinny Boy be hollering at Jessica. Jessica just throwing him under the bus. That what makes it even better. He be trying to get Jessica. Jessica just throws him under the bus. She couldn't even get a checkup. That's what I'm saying.
Goddamn right.
That's what I'm saying. She came in. I was about to acknowledge Valerie.
Acknowledge me.
G-Rest, she didn't even get one foot in the chat. I said, he was like, you see what Theo did? Like, God damn. God damn. I've been saying this forever. I need to get a snitch drop. Skinny Boy, you old snitch, bro.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
God damn. Florida dash cams all Thursday. Cool. I should do that. PL.
Goddamn right.
Jesus Christ, man. This ninja soul, that's what you need, Skinny Boy. That's exactly who you need, bro. You need Jesus.
So put on the fruit armor of God, Jesus Christ. I love you, God. Him, a true Jesus Christ. Checkmate of righteousness, Jesus Christ.
God damn. Carmagil says Theo rapped Skinny Boy like a real threw him out of the chat. This is the audacity. I don't care that he told her. But as soon as she walked in, like, God damn. He didn't hesitate. Valerie didn't even get to take off her members only jacket. Skinny Boy just up here ranting like a motherfucker. Now I'm questioning that wrench. I might be rethinking that wrench now, Skinny Boy. Damn, man. I feel like if something ever happens, Skinny gonna be like, it was Theo, him right over there. Man, let's see. I'm just Skinny Boy got me 1,000 times. Oh my God. Anyway, let's get F out of here, Skinny Boy. See you Thursday. Salute to our show sponsor, the International Quiet Storm. God damn, Skinny Boy. I'm shocked. I'm shocked at the audacity. Let's see. Salute to International Quiet Storm for sponsoring today's show. I appreciate everybody rocking with your boy today. We'll be back at it on Thursday, good people. Send me content.
Oh, my.
I might, the G-Rap says, let me get Skinny Boy rich. Might think about it, bro. Definitely gonna have some things to think about. I ain't mad that he told her. He told her as soon as she came in the chat, she wasn't in here 3 seconds. Not even 3. Let's go. Hold up.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Let's see. Cool, he didn't even let you. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. You got to stop the show. Stop the show. Salute to Baba T with the $100 super chat. Salute to you, sir. You get to talk to the legend himself.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeler dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Now give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! My shoes cost more than your house.
Let's see. Oh, my bad. Jay Gray, do you see the suspect in court? Skinny Boy? He did it right, man. That's all. Stand by, Jay Gray. So to Baba T with the $100 super chat. Thank you so much, Baba T. I'll make your show sponsor as well as the International Quiet Storm. Make sure we show Baba T some love in the chat. What you got, bro? I've been stealing from you, young soldier. I've been watching it and I support. Thank you so much. Salute to you, bro. No, man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much, Baba T, as well as the International Quiet Storm for sponsoring today's show. Thank you so much, man. That's really, really dope. And let's see. Salute to the moderators, Go Cree, Project Leroy, Trey 979, Alexander X, Skinny Boy, Aaron Lore, Poolman 313, DeMarco 23, and all the moderators helping me keep this train on the track. I appreciate it. Salute my moderators, my officers amongst the ranks. And then we'll be back at it on Thursday, good people. Yeah, we'll be back at it on Thursday. DeMarco says Skinny Boy be cracking me up. Yeah, Skinny Boy be cracking me up too. Skinny Boy's funny. But I just didn't expect to snitch that fast. Jesus, man. But I appreciate everybody rocking with your boy today. We'll be back at it on Thursday. Again, salute to our show sponsors, Baba T, as well as the International Quiet Storm. And then last but not least, salute to the Replay Gang. I need you guys to do 2 things for me. First thing's relatively easy.
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me. Second thing I need you guys to do, fall out. CDT Beats, take us home, cuz. Salute to Baba T. I appreciate the love as well as the Quiet Storm. Appreciate you guys. We back at it Thursday. Fall out, good people. Baba T, you my dog. Turbulence, people.
I pay for the plus okay. I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke. Fight me! Fight me!
Chocolate. This is doo-doo, baby.
What is wrong with you?
And I try to make honest dollars, and I try to make it the best way I know how, and I don't want problems. I can break these cuffs.
You can't break those cuffs.
I pay for the plus okay. I pay for the plus okay. I pay for the plus okay.
Can I ask you what's going on? 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 Can I ask you what's going on?
Thanks for the tip.
Can I ask you what's going on? 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 Can I ask you
What you got here? Somebody just sent a super chat. Theo, I think I was not mad at you.
Access denied.
I'm just messing with you, Vanessa. I'm not mad at you whatsoever. Salute to Frederick Howard. He says the Black Houdini. Appreciate you, Fred, for the $2 super chat. I'm not mad at you at all, Vanessa. Not at all. Do better, squad. Fall out.